Last time we made some pretty good progress into Kansas, Wichita, Kansas. And I think we need, how many more silvers do we need to progress? We need 3 more silver medals. We'll be able to get that no problem. So you can see we actually have several more days yet to be completed. Some of them we will not reach. There's no way we're gonna get 13 more silver or more gold medals in time for that one, so that's not gonna happen. But yeah, we'll be able to get to get through Bland, Kansas. Oh my god, that's not real. That's not real. Come on. There's not a place name. Okay, yeah, there's not a place named Roasty Toasty, Kansas. Risky Brisket, Mushroom, Eat, Badlands. I like the idea of there being a place called Roasty Toasty, Kansas, but Bland, Kansas, it's kind of mean, honestly. Kind of mean-spirited. So, yeah, I haven't played this in a minute. I hope I remember how video games work. Gotta call Blackbird. Blackbird's probably not thrilled about it, but at least it means your shit's working, so that's reassuring. Oh, by the way, since we actually have a decent bit of crumb coins, we can actually purchase new things. I could buy pizza. We've somehow gone this whole time without getting pizza added to the menu. So yeah, it's either buy pizza or buy okonomiyaki. I'm gonna go and buy pizza. Pizza slices. Add to the menu. So pizza slices, then we'll do something real simple like churros to round it out. I actually cannot afford the other thing I would like to buy, okonomiyaki. We need 3 pointers, so we'll do ice cream sundaes. Pizza, churros, and ice cream sundaes. Hell of a food truck, I would say. Although we've had weirder combinations. So yeah, Danny DeVito, right, yeah, perfect. That sounds perfect. That'll be fun. No, thank you for sharing, Arctic. That sounds like a lot of fun, bud. Yeah, that'll be a good time. Nobody knows you're a kobold. That'll take some very impressive amounts of disguise self, or whatever the skill check is. Because I'm assuming you're gonna either not tell anybody your race or say, no, I look a little bit weird because I'm a blank half orc or half elf or something. I don't know. So some kind of way to throw them off your trail. It's a scam to Duke, he says. New recipe, Blackbird. I'd love to hear it.
All right, chef. Show me what you got.
Speaking of new recipes, I've never made pizza in this game. We've made it in Cook Serve Delicious 1 and 2. Let's see what this one's all about. So, stuffed crust and pesto and then cheese and then parmesanas are probably anchovies. This is a fucking pizza. Wow. Onions and pineapple. Bam. Alright, we're gonna need more of that. Thin crust and queso and cheese and mushrooms is... What's mushrooms? There we go. And olives and spinach and red peppers. Cool. Alright, now we have a lot of these things. Oh boy, I am feeling real slow right now. And whip. Okay, we're not gonna get all these. Shocky. Oh, I fucked up already. And bananas and whip. Cool. Already fucked up. Oh boy. Alright. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna do some practice with pizza. Because I can already tell this is gonna be an awful time for everybody involved, myself included. It's been a minute since I've played this game, and I feel like I've mostly escaped the brain fog, the COVID brain fog, but I'm not operating at 100% energy right now, so let's get some practice in so I can get some knowledge in this shit, because this shit's gonna go by real fucking fast. Bulgogi stew, very nice. Starting at 12th level, wow. My god, I don't think I've ever reached level 12 ever with any kind of tabletop game, so starting at 12 is impressive. Wow. Fool detectment. Wow, I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. That'll be quite a thing, but I'm down for it, man. So you already know this. So it's M, V, spinach is S, and peppers. Okay, it's not so bad. Hand toss is H. Oh, Alfredo is A, and then cheese, and then pep, and then bacon. Okay, so that's all meats. Oh wait, well, meats and some cheeses on the second tab. Third tab is veggies and fruits. And then hand tossed, and then red sauce and cheese and beef. Oh, bacon is B. B is for bacon. G is ground beef. Okay. Mushrooms, onions, olives. Oh, green peppers is G. Cool. And diced tomatoes. So that one's not very good. Try that again. So stuffed and queso and cheese and sausages, you parmesan. And, all right, not so bad there. Hand tossed red cheese, sausage, ground beef, parmesan, peppers, and diced tomato. Okay, I think I feel a little better now. Let's try this again. Yeah, this game is great, but fuck, man, once you're behind the 8 ball, it is impossible building it back without just losing it entirely. So it's continuation of a previous mod. That makes more sense. Yeah, starting at a high level. Alfredo, pepperoni, and bacon. Alfredo pizza is something I don't think I've ever had. It's a lot of cheese, so it wouldn't do very well for me personally. But yeah, I could see that going over well, honestly. Let's get some of these going. Get the mint, and get the chalky, and the hard, and the whip. And then cookie dough is D, and chalky, and cookie, and whip. Dough, and strawberry, and gummy, and whip. And dough, and starberry, and gummy, and whip. Vanilla, and chocolate, and strawberries. Chocolate, hard, and whip. I'm not gonna get all these. Rocky and chocolate and oops. Sprinkles and wow, I fucked it up. God damn it. Yeah. We get those going. Yeah, there was no way I was gonna get all those. Ice cream sundaes in this game are kind of hard for me, honestly. I think it's just because I've made them enough. So the shortcuts are still. I still have to think kind of hard about them. So I can't just fucking no-brain that shit. I have to half-brain some of it. Never had pizza that didn't have tomato sauce. I've had pizza that had like ranch dressing. I've had pizza that had cheese, pesto, cheese, then chicken, and then mushroom. Cool. So yeah, I've had some, you know, I guess you would say non-standard pizza deviations. And then sprinkles is P. Sprinkles is P, good to know. Sprinkles is P, you heard it here first. What is sprinkles? It's piss. Everything's piss. Squirt is piss. Sprinkles is piss. Everything is piss. Now and forever. Butter praline, butter pecan rather, not butter praline, doesn't make sense.
On it, chef.
Yes, chef. See, they agree with me. Sprinkles is P? Alright, yes, chef, whatever you say. Whatever you say, chef. If your pee comes out in sparkly sprinkles, then you should very much consult with a medical professional. But yeah, like I said, I've had ranch dressing sauce pizza with no red sauce, that is. I've had barbecue sauce pizza, which was pretty good. So, ham and then pineapple side. Cool. Oh boy, this is gonna be a spicy one. Not looking forward to this one. Rocky Road, chalky and cookie and whip. Praline and chalky and nut and whip. Vanilla and chalky and cookie and whip. Vanilla, chalky, hard candy, and whip. There we go. See, I'm starting to get it. Red sherbet is R. Okay. Strawberry, hard candy, and whip. Praline, chocolate, hard, and whip. I like to whip my chocolate hard. Yes, that's correct. You heard it here first, folks. Vanilla and strawberry and sprinkles and whip. Alright, butter pecan. Why do I keep saying butter praline? Chocolate and sprinkles and whip. Good thing I didn't fuck up the sauce there. Strawberry and nuts. Alright, I need to do more everything. Hand tossed and pesto and cheese and anchovies and mushrooms and onions and green peppers and then Dunkachino. Those puppies. We're gonna need to make a bunch more everything. What pizza going here real quick? Stuffed. Red, cheese, pep, sauce, and cool. Ground beef and bacon. I don't know why I said it so fucking weird. We're gonna need more, won't we? We absolutely will need more. Red cheese, and then ground beef is G, and then mushrooms. Green tomato. Nice tomato. Not so bad, not so bad. We will need more churros, so we'll dunk them. I'll dunk them, but I won't spunk them. Also, I lied. We overdid on the pizza. And that's the final day, so I'm going... Whoops. Enter. I'm actually going to kill that real quick. Currently landing. Oh, that's cool, Arctic. Yeah, he was watching from his play. Well, I appreciate you popping in, man. Thank you for the well wishes as well. Yeah, I'm glad to be on the mend, because...
Pretty
For those who've never had it, I will tell you, COVID fucking sucks. It was doable, but it was not a fun time. Would not recommend it. Had to overpay on all-day Wi-Fi. Oh man, that's a pain in the ass. I feel bad for Arctic. You're still listening in, man. I hope I hope you get like compensated for overpriced airplane Wi-Fi. And also the fact that it's a Friday night. So hope you get some comp time for that shit, because that sounds unpleasant. Or just compensated in some way for all this extra hour stuff. We learned the ways of the pizza, by the way. That means we'll be able to do full pizzas next time that becomes an opportunity. We can get sushi. Oh, we cannot get sushi. I can't afford it. Oh wait, no, never mind. We already have sushi on the menu, don't we? Yeah, we've already gotten to the past. We just need 4 points total, which is really not too bad. Can I get anything new here? Yes, we can get Subway sandwiches. We can get souffle. Oh my god. We can get sashimi. If anybody has any, we can do smoothies. Did I see Blackbird say that they wanted a smoothie? They said they wanted an ice cream, a soda float. That's what it was. Yeah. Let's go ahead and put soda floats in the menu. But I also want. Well, that's the thing. I want to do something new. I really should do something new. Let's do smoothies. Yeah, I meant IRL. Yeah. I'm thinking either smoothies or souffles. Let's do smoothies. And then for this one, we just need something to fill it in. We'll do pie. Well, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Let's do something fairly easy like sausage slices. Yeah, like an IRL soda float. Well, the idea of Blackbird is that if I present the food that you desire in video game form, it'll make you more hangry. And that's the joy of being a streamer, is making your viewers like desire things that they don't have, you know, make them hungry or thirsty or feel desires for things that are on screen that are not in front of them IRL. Being the carrot being dangled in front of them. Carrot on the string, that kind of thing.
A great day for cooking, chef.
Making my viewers miserable. One of the many joys. Let's do this. And we're gonna need a lot of black pudding sausage apparently, and then some regular sausages too, I guess. So yogurt, ice, milk, and then avocados. Avocados for a smoothie, interesting. Oh, it's like a green, yeah. And then cover, and then blend. Will it blend? That is the question. Yogurt, ice, orange juice, and then also oranges and pineapples, and then cover, and don't fuck up. So ice, and then soy, and then watermelon. Where's water? W, of course, and kale, and then there we go. So ice, soy, bananas, strawberry, watermelon, raspberry, cover, bam. I'm not gonna get all these. Avocado, kale, cover. Yeah. Bananas, strawberry, raspberry, pineapple. I'm trying my darndest, but I'm not gonna get all these. Yeah. But we're learning. Alright, so we had four dropped orders, I think. Kiwi, strawberry, oranges. But see, just like that, we're learning that shit. Banana, strawberries, watermelon, raspberry. Soy, and then bananas, strawberry, watermelon, raspberry. Oh, I forgot to cover it. Whoops, that's gonna make a mess. They're gonna not be happy about that. Pine juice. They mean pineapple, but yes, just juice of the pine, and then blueberries, L-O-P. Yeah, they didn't like that one. And then avocados. Avocado with fruit is an interesting combination. Not sure I'm a huge fan of that. Sausage and smoothies. Thankfully, nobody has requested that we combine the two things in unholy matrimony. Yes, I'll have a sausage smoothie, please. Let's combine the two. Oh, motherfuck. Here comes some dickheads. Shooting up my shit. Fucking things up.
Lost a holding station.
A holding station. They can hold these nuts. When we fucking murder them. Kiwi, strawberries, oranges, cover. Oh, whoops! That was the wrong tab. I done hacked that up real bad. Yeah, they're not gonna like that one. That's okay. That's okay. They can't all be winners. Apple juice, A juice. Yes, I'm a fan of shoving my A into a blender. Okay, I fucked that up a little bit. Milk, kiwi, strawberry, whoops, oranges, and then cover. Nice, soy milk, watermelon, kale. Oh, and don't forget to cover. Cool, can I get it? Ice milk, banana, strawberries, watermelon, raspberry, cover. Oh, I would have gotten it, but I forgot the cover. Gosh darn it. So because they shut up my goddamn one of my stations, we should remake some sausages. But we wait. We play the waiting game. So we had a couple of dropped orders. I think we'll still get a silver out of it. I think we had 5, maybe 6 dropped orders, which is not great.
No problem, chef.
But enough proper orders where we're probably okay. What's up, Elgaso? It's good to see you, dude. We are getting back in the swing of things. I got knocked off the saddle a little bit. The saddle that is life. I got fucking yeeted off the saddle on Monday when I got struck by COVID, but we're getting back in the saddle. And it's a little shaky. A little shaky, but we're feeling good. Feeling good. And we're playing some Cooks Are Delicious. And we're getting hangry. Maybe even horngry, who knows? The night is young, my friends. And it's a Friday night, so we can get extra weird tonight. We'll probably do some Mario Party sometime over the weekend. I was actually watching Grovana. He's been doing a Paper Mario playthrough, which has been fun. First one he's ever played, and it's the original. It was the one we played last year. I have a whole 1 crumb coin to my name, which means I can't buy anything new because we have all the 1 pointers. So I can't buy the king tater, or the enchiladas, or the eggs Benedict, or the do I already have cannoli? I do not have cannoli. Or the gyro, or the ratatouille. We just need 9 foods. Anything in the special orders that I can get? Whole cakes, tostadas, shaved ice. Do I have tacos? I do not have tacos. I don't have Subway sandwiches. I don't have stuffed peppers, steamed mussels, souffle. There's a lot of things I don't have yet. Roulade, don't have that. Risotto, nope. Hot pie. Big old pizza. I don't have pasta. What the fuck's wrong with me? I don't have fried seafood. Damn, son. I've lived a sad life. No fried seafood. What the fuck's wrong with me? Hot wings, beef Wellington, creme brulee. So much stuff I'm missing. I don't have the cannoli. And you call yourself a man. A man without cannoli is nothing. So, there's a lot of things I do not have on the menu because I don't have the crumb coins for them. However, we do have a lot of other things. We don't have to fill out a point requirement. We just need to fill out a number of food items. So if anybody has things in the menu that they desire, I heard Blackbird said that they desire an IRL soda float, so we're going to add soda floats to the menu. I myself love baklava. I haven't had it in a long time, but it's a good whole fucking time there. Let's throw some spicy things in here too, though. Let's make it not super easy. Grilled chicken sandwiches have a tendency to fuck me up a little bit. Not IRL, but like just the shortcuts for them are kind of complicated, especially when paired with other sandwiches. So yeah, we'll do... Weird how it's organized. It's kind of all over the place. Let's do some kind of sandwich. Let's do regular chicken sandwich. And then let's do like something spicy. Not literally, but something a little bit complicated. And then we'll do... chicken tikka is a little bit complicated. We did churros last time. Let's do corn dogs. Let's do brisket slices. And then for the special orders, we'll do every fucking time. Every fucking time. Dessert shooters, not desert shooters. Desert shooters, that's like a different kind of game. Just this thing. Then we'll do a couple easy things. Bananas Foster, just some easy things to round this out a little bit. Cookies. So 13-point menu. For this many food items, that's reasonable, I think. It's a lot, but I think it'll be okay. So nothing new on this menu. We've never had. Because I can't afford anything new.
Cooking, chef.
But we're getting back in the swing of things. Like I said in the tweet that went out, I hope I remember how to play video games. Much less this video game. Chicken sandwich, so yeah, 2 of both. And then the doggos. Corn doggos. Actually, we'll do another. Looks so good, I'll make another batch. And then the brisket, BIS. And then that should do it. Alright, USB on, alright. Moose banana cream. All right, not so bad. KNP. Okie dokie. Artichoke USBR. And then candy is A, and then USBR, and then USBR. I think that's good. That's gonna be TT and B. And then sugar cookies. You got it, sugar. And then ketchup and mustard, and then ketchup. And
No problem,
wait for
chef.
everything else. Mustard. Right, here comes the part's a little bit tricky sometimes. Lettuce, bacon, tomato, pickles, top bun. Yes. Lettuce, bacon, tomato, pickles, top bun. Alright, we're seeing a pattern here. Seeing a pattern. Chicken, lettuce, bacon, tomato, pop. Yep, the whole fucking thing. Alright, cool. Mustard. Nothing on it, please. Ketchup and mustard. Mustard. Alright, cool. You got it. Ketchup and KM. Alright, excellent. Spicy lettuce, tomato, pickle, top bun. Alright, cool. And then chicken lettuce. 8. Spicy lettuce, tomato, pickle, top. Always with the pickles, too. That's one thing I do
Your
appreciate.
proficiency within the kitchen is unmatched.
Is
Let's do that again.
usually there's pickles on the chicken sandwich in this game. Like, sometimes you need the shortcuts to just always assume. Like, I can always assume this thing's gonna be there. Kind of turn your brain off when it comes to the deets. There we go. Thank you for joining in that raid, Foxy. I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you for joining in on the raid and for being a cool homie. Have a good night to you, my friend.
Cooking and serving.
Cooking and good looking. That's right. That's us. Something went bad. It was the baklava, but I think we're still okay. Ketchup and nothing on it. And mustard. What's up, White Flare? Good to see you. Is this a typing game? It's not so much typing as it is hitting shortcuts for certain things. It's not like I'm typing words, but I am trying to hit the right shortcuts for the right things in the right order in such a way that is pleasing to the customer. Food-wise, and also sexually. That is the plan. Dark chocolate chip and KNP for that one, and oatmeal is O. Now sometimes the shortcuts you're spelling out actually are spelling something out. Like I think for there we go. I think for grilled chicken sandwiches, you're actually spelling out the acronym for the word sandwich. It's like CNSNDWCH. So it's like not the full word for sandwich, but it's pretty close. So sometimes there is like some method to the madness of how the shortcuts are devised. Other times it's just like, in this case, like chicken, lettuce, tomato, pickles. Like, so it's S for spicy, L for lettuce, B for bacon, tomato, pickle. I can't really spell that too well because I gotta go fast here. Lettuce, tomato, pick. And also a lot of it depends on what's on the order. Sometimes it's super consistent. But I have to take a little bit longer with these chicken sandwiches because they're frequently quite different. So in this case, yeah, S for spiced chicken, L for lettuce, T for tomato, P for pickle, and then O for top bun. The O for top bun part's a little bit weird. But like if you're doing baklava, it is always phyllo nut, phyllo, if you're following the instructions down here. I'm just gonna kill that real quick, but in this case here, like I take the custom order, it says just mustard on mine, thank you very much. This one says just mustard on mine, so that's when you're following whatever they tell you down here. That's where, I don't know why I'm pointing at the screen. You can see my cursor. That's where I have to follow the shortcuts that are up here. You could click them with the mouse, but it's, for me at least, a lot quicker to just type it with the keyboard. So route complete. That was a gold, by the way. Not a single fuck up. That's what I like to see. Thank you for the cheer, by the way, Whitefly. I appreciate that, my friend. Appreciate you. I've been well. You might have seen, I don't know if you happen to catch my Discord message
That was your best yet.
or post
Yeah, I mean,
on Monday morning,
even
but I
I'm
actually got
impressed.
COVID this week.
And that's saying something.
So on Monday morning, I woke up and had some symptoms where I was like, oh, I don't know. And I took a test and it was extremely positive. Very, very clear. Whenever they have you take a COVID test, an at-home COVID test, they say like, here's the swab, stick it in your mouth, now put it in the solution, now put it in this little thingy, and then wait 15 minutes. Within 2 minutes, it was a very bright and bold line on the positive. The test was like, yo dog, you're fucking sick. Like, it was instant. I still waited 15 minutes, but there was no question. I was like, I got it real confident. But, so, yeah, took a bunch of days off this week, took some time off work, and I'm I'm feeling a lot better. The fever went away pretty quick. I had a fever for about 24 hours, but the fever was gone by Tuesday morning. Otherwise, just a sore throat and just kind of a malaise. It's kind of a fugue of energy, but like feeling a lot better today. So getting back in the swing of things. I'm not like forcing myself to stream. If at some point I want to call it, I'll just call it. But I wanted to stream today. I've been wanting to stream all week because it's one of the many things that brings me joy in life. So getting back into the swing of things is something I've been wanting to do. But no, I'm feeling, all things considered, I'm hanging in there. I'm doing all right. So feeling better, getting back into games, and this starting tomorrow, I'll be able to actually, I'll be able to socialize with my wife. I've been in quarantine this whole time. It's been weird because I've been in the basement the whole time. My wife and our roommate, they've been in the upstairs. And of course, we trade off whenever one of us has to go into the kitchen. You know, I'll text them to let them know I'm gonna go make myself lunch, blah, blah, blah. So it's been weird trying to make sure that I quarantine myself and don't expose anybody else to this horrible thing. But starting tomorrow, I'll still have to wear a mask for like I think 5 days, but I'll be able to not be in full quarantine the whole time. Daring me to say I never had it. You know what? Rossi, I probably did say something like that on Saturday, right? When I streamed on Saturday. I can't remember if it came up, but it wouldn't shock me if at some point I was talking about how I'd yet to have it. Hopefully I wasn't bragging and I wasn't like, I'm never gonna get it. I'm too careful. Because I am positive I know how I got it. I'm sure I got it because we all went to a very large family gathering on Friday night of last week. So a week ago. And that was the thing. I had posted in the Discord server saying, with a picture of the test, saying I got, you know, here's the test. I'm taking some time off this week, so no streams for a while. And Arctic, I don't know if he's still listening in, but he saw the post, he saw the picture, but didn't read the text. And he saw the picture of me posting the results of a test with 2 lines on it. And of course, I just got married. So Arctic was about to post in the chat saying, congratulations. He was about to congratulate me thinking it was a pregnancy test. Saying, whoa, they're expecting. But then he went back and read the thing. He was like, oh, I'm glad I didn't say congrats for this. Because, you know, he realized that there was other reasons people might post tests that have 2 like red lines and 2 pink lines on it. I thought that was funny. And I said, well, yeah, it's because it's not that we're pregnant. It's that my lungs are pregnant with a virus baby. And then Meerkat was like, well, Alex, who's the father? Who impregnated your lungs? And then I was like, you know, this is gonna be real awkward. But I'm pretty sure I picked this up at a family gathering, so there's a good chance the father is one of my family members. And then Arctic was like, is that legal in Missouri? And I had to think for a second. I was like, you know, I will be proud to say I've never been in a situation where I've had to look up, is it illegal for this to happen in Missouri? Is it illegal for a family member to do this activity in Missouri? I've never had to look that up before, and I would rather abstain from any situations that require it. Oh, man. I never lost my virginity because I never lose. Yeah, I mean, I like to think I've been pretty careful. And I mean, of course, you know, Grace and I, we go out to dinner from time to time. We do visit family, you know, on a semi-regular basis, especially around the holidays. And we went to Hawaii. We were in Hawaii for like a week and a half. We were in airports, we were in airplanes. Of course, we were masked up the whole time. But I think that was the distinction is that this thing on Friday that I went to last week, that was my first time in a long time I'd been to an event this large in a public venue with no mask on the whole time. I think that's what did it. I don't know if I got it from a family member. It could have been from a server, could have been from another restaurant attendee. It's hard to say. I mean, we really don't know. All I know is that I was the first person to get symptoms, and after I showed symptoms, a few other people around me did as well. People that went to the event. So I don't know who I got it from. I still don't know. It's possible somebody else was asymptomatic, gave me an infection, and then started showing symptoms after I started showing symptoms. Like, because everyone's different. So that's how it could have gone down, but it's really hard to say. But yeah, let my example be a reminder. Here's why. I mean, yeah, I get it, wearing a mask is uncomfortable, but it can give you protection. It's not perfect, especially at a restaurant. I mean, you have to take the mask down to eat. So after a certain point, it's not bulletproof, but it does help. So the fact that I've done a pretty darn good job of masking up until now, and the one time I don't is when I get got. To me, that's a reminder of here's why it's important, because it just takes one moment of letting the guard down. I never use protection, White Flare. White Flare says I raw dog reality, man. Let this be a lesson. If you want to go out in public and you don't want your lungs to get pregnant, just wear a condom over your entire head. Just stretch that fucker out. Just jam your head right in there and like let it like kind of slap into place around the neck. It'll cut off the circulation a little bit. It'll strangulate you a little bit, but trust me, it's worth it. It's worth a little bit of strangulation. A little bit of strangulation never hurt anybody, right? Yes, Alex, no one's ever been hurt by strangulation. White Flare says, sounds great. Sounds great, fam. Sign my ass up. Yeah. No, yeah, COVID was not a fun time. Would not recommend it. But we fucking gamered that shit. We managed to emerge into the side, but yeah, it was not a good time. It's my first time being sick in like 4 years. Holy fuck. Did not miss it, but did not miss it. The fever especially, man. I was in Nick's channel a bit earlier. Nick rated us a couple months ago. And he's a really cool dude. He was talking about how when he got COVID, he described it as he felt like he had been abducted, like put in a fucking trash bag, beaten with a baseball bat by unknown assailants, and then thrown into the back of thrown into like a car trunk, and then driven around in like a really bumpy and twisty, curvy road. And I was like, yeah, that's about how it is, man. Because yeah, it fucking kicked the shit out of me. But I think it was the fever, especially. I think the fever and just the body aches are what did it. By the way, White Flare. Oh my god, thank you, White Flare. By the way, for that Prime sub. That's very nice. Thank you, my friend. White Flare says, sorry you got the shit fucked out of you, Alex. Here's a Prime Gaming sub, buddy. That's so sweet. Half a year? That's actually more than half. I know. Well, thank you, White Flare. It's very sweet of you, my friend. Hits us with a cheer, hits us with a resub. White Flare, you're too goddamn good to me. Thank you, my friend. It's very sweet. It was not fun, but like I said, we emerged. We're all right. We gonna be all right. Shoutouts to getting vaccinated. Shoutouts to, you know, having like the fact that the COVID that's on the prowl right now is not the same COVID that hit 2020, 2021. This thing is a very unpleasant beast, but it is also a less potent one. Oh my god. We got a long man as well. White Flare, you freaking devil. You handsome and or otherwise attractive devil. Thank you, White Flare, who has, by the way, gifted 15 subs total. That's not the first time White Flare's smacked us in the ass with some very generous gift subarinos. Thank you, my friend. Holy fuck. White Flare says, no, Alex, if I was too good to you, here's what would happen. Thank you very much, my goodness. Holy shit. Yo, some deep cuts with the screen names, I haven't seen Did You Poop Today in a minute. And Blood Boiler. Wow, lots of nice folks. We got Floyd. We got what's that screen name? Utgarder. I'll confess on and recognize some of these. Of course, I love Leet Sauce is great. That guy's awesome. Hell to the yeah. Thank you, White Flare. Holy shit, 5 gift subs. That's a high five. We haven't had one of those in a minute, so thank you, my friend. Gotta remind you. Well, White Flare, thank you for being kind to me. And it's a good thing that you aren't too kind to me, because like you said, you would have done that. And thank goodness you didn't just do the thing you just did. That's very sweet of you, White Flare. That's very, very kind. Welcoming me back after kind of a shitty week, honestly. So I appreciate you helping to turn this, not the bestest of weeks, helping to turn that shit around. That's some good stuff, my friend. Thank you. That's very kind. I feel better already. Like I said, I was feeling pretty good now, but we had a raid early. We had some gift subs. We had some cheers. I had a resub. It's like with each positive thing, my resolve is built more and more strong. You're all healing me with your positive vibes. Someone else did. Oh no, it's okay, White Flare. Thank you for that. No, we had what's his face earlier? We had Random Bystander. Random Bystander hit us with the raid just like 20-30 minutes ago. So I've already been flushed with generous raids. But yeah, it was because just the lack of energy and the body aching and just the thievery grossness. Ugh, it is a feeling I did not miss. It's not a good time. But it was just Monday. After Monday, it got better a lot quicker. And it was I think at least thanks to the antiviral meds that I was prescribed. So helped me bounce back pretty dang good. Speaking of bouncing back, let's jump back into this game. After some dilly-dallies. Yeah. What I'm hoping is that this will give me some immunity for a while. I know that between being vaccinated and boosted, I got all the vaccines and all the boosts I could possibly have right now. So I'm all set there, and I have some natural immunity built up. I hope this means I am set for a minute. But at the same time, I don't want to like let my guard down. I want to make sure I'm being a careful boy,
Good to see
being a
ya.
responsible lad. You've had it twice, yeah. Ooh, got the alpha strain white flare. That's the thing, white flare. There were so many instances where I thought to myself, man, this feels awful, and I fucking hate this. But there were so many times, white flare, where I thought to myself, man, I feel so bad for people that got this before the vaccines were out, and before when we were still in the dark as far as like what is this disease, and and how do we counter it. And what are the long-term effects, and what are the risks, and what's the this and what's that. Cotton candies. Oh, there it is. Oh boy. Get this real quick before I continue flapping my gab. But yeah, there was a really scary point in time where we didn't know shit about this disease. We know a lot more about it. I think we're still not out of the woods as far as like having some unknowns, but I think we're like doing pretty well, all things considered, as far as having like the knowledge about this thing. But yeah, back in those days, that shit was scary, and we were kind of flying blind as far as like what's the long-term effects, what's the fucking what's the true extent of this thing's fatality rate, that kind of thing, like, you know, really awful shit. And I'm grateful I never got it back then, because rich coffee is R. Cookies and cream would be on this one. It is C. Makes sense. C, senor. I know I'm probably not doing a very good job of explaining my thoughts right now, because I'm trying to play the game and trying to not shit my pants a little bit. But yeah, it made me grateful that I was vaccinated, and that, again, I had antiviral meds to help me through it, because I felt miserable and it sucked. And then I think about the people that were sick for like weeks, because it was just down to their body, that had to raw dog that shit with no preparation. I mean, granted, coronaviruses existed; they still exist. Some people have a natural immunity because they just happened to get hit by the right kind of cold at the right kind of time before, before the pandemic hit. So some people have actually done pretty all right, all things considered. But yeah, so many folks, like their immune system had like no fucking preparation. So it was like, all right, fam, I hope I don't fucking die, because yeah, shit was scary. Shit was real scary. So as uncomfortable as I was, and as awful as the experience was, yeah, Whiteflare, you nailed it. I mean, I'm so grateful I didn't have to. Wow, 8 stops. Holy shit. I'm so grateful I did not have to tangle with it back when it was extra scary. Because, yeah, I wouldn't wish that shit on my worst enemy. Banana is B. Banana gelato. Or to drink water. Oh, gosh. Yeah, when your throat's that sore. I had like a very small version of that, where like I had a really sore throat, so like various, like, you know, you would swallow something and it would kind of hurt a little bit. I have a very, very small amount of that today. Very, very small. And it's so small that I don't really feel it while I'm talking or anything, so I think I'm okay to stream. If I wasn't, I would call it, but I think we're doing okay.
Congratulations! That was perfect.
But yeah, that's an awful feeling. Because yeah, then you get dehydrated, and that just compounds everything. Like, everything's just so much worse. when you're poorly hydrated. It just shit just sucks. There's no nice way to say it. It's just awful. An awful time. Rich coffee. I'm a fan of poor coffee. Give me your worst coffee, please. Could you like mix in some shit in the garbage with it, please? Make it less good. Just fuck my shit up a little bit, fam. Am I going for another perfect, a rare perfect score, a gold score, if you will? That'd be real cool. We still have many stops to go, though, so let's not celebrate too early. Onions, cool. More chili, please, please, and thank you. Meat, and then beans, and then corn and tomatoes. It's not C for corn, it's R for corn. And bananas, banana, and kiwi, K for kiwi. Cheesecake is gonna be the purple. It's gonna be C for cheesecake. Did not look like cheesecake. It looked like berries to me. Everything else should be good though. Yeah, it was super dehydrated. You couldn't see a doctor, right? Because yeah, that's the thing too. Like it was such a new disease, and doctors' offices and hospitals were getting overrun. So I was able to go to the pharmacy and get some Paxlovid, no problemo. One thing, Paxlovid didn't exist, or if it did exist, we didn't have like enough of it. If some form of it existed, maybe, but yeah, like, it wasn't an option back in those days. I mean, there were people that got COVID and that were fucking like in the danger zone, but the general consensus was going to a hospital was even like scarier because so many other people were sick at hospitals. Going to a hospital at that time was kind of considered a greater risk because so many people were infected. It's like that you could get even sicker if you go to the hospital, which is ridiculous, but it was a very unfortunate reality. So yeah, I count my blessings that if I had to get it, it happened years later, years after all that awfulness. Sanitary, hold your phone, yeah. Gosh, that's so awful, Whitefire. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Your experience sounds harrowing. Sounds truly awful. Oh, I didn't actually do any follow-up on this thing, did I? We have enough chili, but I need more Frenchy fries. Oh, except I do not have enough chili. I lied. Oil and meats, red peppers, corn and onions. Cool. Oh, sorry about that. Almost forgot about this thing. I almost dropped my perfect score. I would have not forgiven myself. I'd have been so sad. So sad. We'll have enough of everything else. Your chili and your nanners will be up soon. Yeah, there's gotta be such a scary feeling. Like it's a, you know, again, it's a novel coronavirus. It was a new thing. Shit was bad on the news. It was a pandemic, which we hadn't really had ever, you know, for those of us in our age group at least. I don't know how old you are, Whitefire, but you're probably around my age, probably younger if I had to guess. So it's like, you know, this is our first rodeo, and then you've got the thing, and you hear all the people that have it and all the health complications, people dying, and it's like, shit, man, am I next? Gotta be a scary feeling. So it's a matter of just like, yeah, just wait and like monitor yourself and hope for the gosh darn best. Ventilators, yeah. Oh, right. Well, that's that whole thing, right? Because the reality was, yeah, if somebody had to be put on a ventilator, it meant they were not doing well, and they were not going to do well, generally speaking. So it's like, yeah, there was the misinformation where, actually, the ventilator that were killing the people. It's like, well, they weren't killing people, but being intubated is hard on the body. So if the body is weakened from having COVID, and then they're intubated, that's like that's like super hard mode for survival. So yeah, it's scary shit, man. Real scary shit. 34 next month, Whitefire. I turn 34 next month too, Alden. Well, no, I'm sorry. We're in March. I turned 34 in this month. Forgot what month we're in. But yeah. Yeah, that sounds like incredibly traumatic having to go through all that. Shit was so scary. Like we didn't exactly know how it. I mean, I think we learned fairly early on it spread the most through air particulates. But there was still like that moment, that like point in time where a bunch of us at least were buying up like Lysol wipes, Clorox wipes, that kind of stuff, so you could disinfect groceries when you, like before you like go to the grocery store. You have to just like wipe everything down, kind of disinfect things or sanitize things before you like brought them into the house, because we weren't sure like could like the virus subsist on surfaces. The answer is that it couldn't, but we didn't know. There was just so much we didn't know back then, and we know so much more now. By a month, yeah. Well, I don't know how late into the month you are, White Flare, but I'm March 22nd. Excuse me. So I'm fairly late into March. This means I got less than 3 weeks. Holy shit. Fuck, I haven't thought about my birthday at all. But that shit's like less than 3 weeks away. What the fuck? What am I gonna do? I don't know. Play video games, honestly. That's what I want to do. I'll figure something out, obviously, but I just had a moment of like, oh, right, I have to do things. I don't really want to do anything big for the birthday, though. It's like, well, you know, Grace and I will probably like cook something fun. Maybe we'll go to one of my favorite restaurants. Maybe we'll get some liquor store tacos or something like that. One of my favorite things I haven't had in a long time. Oh, but I'm easy to please. I'm boring. Will I do a birthday stream? I would really like to. That's like, for me, that's my birthday present, is like being able to stream. That's like that's my treat yourself. That's my treat myself to myself, is like doing like a special stream of some variety. I don't know what special thing I'm gonna do. I know last year I did a bunch of Bomberman stuff, because Bomberman is my favorite. So I did a bunch of Bomberman ROM hacks and like fun, goofy stuff. So I'll think of something like that for this year, something special. Probably over the weekend, before or after my birthday. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I would like to do something fun. To me, that's my birthday present, just because I love streaming so much. It's like such a positive thing in my life, so it is a hobby that brings me great joy. 9 points needed. Holy moly, I have a lot of points. Wowzers. Wowsy zowsies. Oh well, thank you, wife. That's sweet of you to say. I generally speaking don't really do. I try to like avoid going too hard on notifying people whenever I go live. Like, and I rarely utilize @everyone on Discord. I do have an optional role in my Discord server that people can elect to join, where it's just called stream notifications. So I tag stream alerts or Twitch notification whenever I go live, but I don't tag everyone, just because tagging everyone, I've learned, is a really good way to chase people out of your Discord server or just to mute it forever. Wok dish, by the way, it sounds delicious. Should I get baked hot wings too? I need 4 more points. Let's not. I mean, 5 points is actually pretty out there. Let's do chicken Kiev or jerk chicken. How many points can I get out of this? We did. Let's see. 4 points. I think we could do. Let's do these 2, and then we'll do chicken Kiev, and that'll do it. It's just right at the amount that we need. The best memory, and I'll never forget. Now, Rossi, aren't our birthdays like freakishly aligned? Or am I misremembering a detail? I seem to recall that there is something funny about your birthday and my birthday. They're not the exact same day, are they? Because this is vaguely familiar to me, unless I'm getting my... I had a feeling, yeah. I forgot, and then subsequently remembered that, yeah, that we're birthday buddies. A little flags to be notified, but not the test tubes, yeah. If you're wondering why I chose the flag emoji, it's because one of the alternate titles for the flag emoji is streamers. Because they're like Japanese, like little streamer flags, like little, there's like the word for it. It's like, I can't remember the exact phrasing for it, but they're called a few different things, and one of the title was streamers, and I was like, oh yeah, how about that? And then the tubes, where it's like, well, YouTube, so therefore tubes. Yeah, so I liked to think I was being so hilarious. Hence the 22. Yeah, there's been a few times at Rossi where I would have like 389 on an email address or a screen name, and somebody would be like, oh, is that your area code for your phone number? And I'd be like, yes, it is. 389 is my area code, and like, they'll have no idea. Hell yeah, White, I need you to understand. All right, so anyway, let's get back to it, friends. Yeah, and I feel like I'm not. I feel like I'm like slow today. I feel like I feel like I've been talking slow. I feel like doing the redemptions has been very slow. I just feel like I've been in slow motion today. It's like I'm just getting back into the swing of things, you know? It's like I'm trying to get back in my rhythm. Yeah, exactly. If it was divisible by 10, it makes more sense. Yeah, 60 divided, right, yeah, 30 and 80. Yeah, you knew what I was getting at.
You do the cooking, I'll do the driving.
I can't even remember what we chose for food items. I think we did buy some new things, though. So find out soon. And that should do it. Oh, we need more of this. Now we're good. All right, this is the new thing. So orange peel and then chimkins. Cook that shit up. We have enough of the holding station items. Get the chicken Kiev. There we go. Don't forget to fold it. Now, what do they want? They want the sweet and sour, which is going to be W, chickens, and the peppers. It's actually not so bad. Except there's multiple steps to these, which does make them a little bit tricky. Everything else we got plenty of. What is that food item called again? It is chicken wok custom order. Delicious, honestly. Broccoli sauce and chicken and the green peppers. Yeah, good shit. Good shit, man. Sounds delicious. Sign my ass up.
That was your best yet.
My best yet, I try. Five of these per order, so we have just enough. Honey glaze, that's gonna be Y. And then the chimkins. Sesame glaze, or sauce rather. Honey glaze is one, there we go. And that's the spicy. Okay, so this one's gonna be spicy. And chicken, and the green beans is E for green beans. Sesame, chicken, and the grep peppers. Soy sauce is O, chicken, and the onions is N. Where's the onions? And there it is, cool. Thought that's what it was. Sweet and sour, and the chickens, and the onions. Bloop. Perfect orders all the way so far.
I'm so proud of you.
So proud of me. Oh, that's so nice. I'm proud of you too. Or I'm proud of me too. I need to make a lot more of these. A lot more of everything, honestly. I'll make what I can. Beef sauce with chicken. Curious choice, but I respect it. Okay. Gonna do this real quick. Soy sauce, chicken, and scallions is gonna be the green menu. It's gonna be C. Senor. Spicy, and then the chicken. Right. Orange peel. R.
Taking care of it, chef.
Oh, I fucked something up. I don't know what I fucked up. I might have fucked up the chicken Kiev without knowing it. It's gonna be sweet and sour and chicken and the green peppers. Yeah, it wasn't one of these. It was something else that I messed up. Spicy chicken and onion. Ooh. Beef. Oh, it was the wrong sauce. I think that's what it was. It was the wrong sauce. Whoops, wrong button there. Alright, so we need one more of this. Now we should be all set. So it's not going to be a perfect day, but that's okay. Green beans is going to be E. Oh, well, thank you, Wi-Fi. That's very sweet of you to say, yeah. I think I mostly escaped having honest-to-goodness, like, brain fog, like COVID brain. Because the way people described it, maybe I had just a very light version of it, or have a very light version of it. But the way people described it really sounded like it like really fucks you up. Like just having, like living through a fog and feeling like you're moving through molasses. I've had like I've in the past with previous illness and previous flu or fevers I've had, I've definitely had that feeling where like you're like moving through molasses, like you're moving through slow motion. I've had that in a general sense, and usually it was because of just having an awful fever. But I don't think I had anything. Oh, that is the wrong thing there. Not like that. Oh, this is gonna get dropped on the floor. I'm gonna drop 2 of these, I think. Maybe just the one. Okay, just one. Okay, well that could have been worse. Now this was not going to be a perfect run anyway. Zucchini is Z. We still did okay. But anyway, thank you for the kind words. White Fleur, you could probably recognize that sometimes I get a little self-conscious about that kind of thing.
Cooking and serving.
Like even when you're perfectly in a sound mind, so much of streaming is keeping all the balls rolling, you know, keeping the plate spinning, you're keeping up with chat, you're keeping up with your own commentary, you're playing the game, you're whatever facets of the game itself, whatever mechanics are happening, you're keeping up with that, you're commentating it. So much of being what I consider to be like a successful stream is a matter of managing all that. So when that ability is even a little bit diminished, it's easy to get in my own head and think to myself, man, I'm not on my game today. So your positive words are very affirming, and I appreciate that, my friend. Maybe drop more orders. Now, the chicken Kiev order it's not very complicated, and it's nice it's the same list of buttons the whole time, but I don't have it memorized because the buttons are not super obvious to me, so I'm always following the prompts as opposed to just turning my brain off and going bup, 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 bup. Like we've made lasagna so much in this game, I can just turn my brain off and just follow the prompts for the instructions without reading what the shortcuts lead to. Whereas, yeah, for this particular dish, chicken Kiev, it's a little bit more involved. Talk to the audience while playing solo. Oh, like if I'm playing without streaming? I wish I could say yes, or rather I don't have enough data because I don't really play video games off stream anymore. It's not from a lack of desire, but it's more of a lack of free time, unfortunately. Especially lately, because, well, of course I've been sick this week, but most of my other free time is spent either helping to organize my basement or helping Gracie with stuff, or general, you know, socializing, you know, the group of us going out to eat somewhere, picking up groceries or cooking something. So a lot of my waking non-streaming hours are just spent elsewhere. So I don't have enough data to say if I've ever like done that before. I bet there probably have been moments though where I flip on the switch that activates streamer mode more than I want to admit. You know what? I will say there's been times at work. This is so fucking stupid. And it's stupid enough where it's dumb, but it's not stupid enough where it's like that entertaining to say. But there've been times where if I'm doing a presentation at work, or if I'm doing a peer review for something and I'm sharing my screen, or I'm facilitating a peer review, so it's my stuff that's being reviewed, or it's my document or my code, and I'm the one leading the charge, and I'm sharing my screen and I'm pointing things out. There are times where I'll dip into the streamer skill set and I'll talk in ways that are similar. But I can assure you, I've never once, when reviewing some of my code, I've never once said to my supervisor, yeah, and the way I wrote this function is very poggy woggies, fam. It's lit for real, on God, dab. I've never done that. I've never out loud referred to anything I've done as poggers or not like this or kappa. But I might say something just like goofy or dumb, because like in my brain there's like a little switch in my brain that says, now say something weird or goofy just to give him the old razzle dazzle. What's up, Johnson? Power went up, Meerkat. Ooh, that's no good, man. If the fact that you're in the chat hopefully means your power's back, or I guess you're on your phone maybe, but it comes back soon. Good to see you, Johnson. Yeah, no, I'm better. I'm a lot better. Yeah, fever's been gone for several days now. I would say I'm like at 80%, and I've wanted to stream for the last several days. So I'm not forcing myself to stream. I'm doing it because I want to. And if I feel tired, I'll call it early. But we're doing all right. We're doing okay. Happy Friday to you, my friend. Does it help with being a better presenter? I like to think it does. The TED Talks are so inane, though. I would say that TED Talks are a good exercise in how to talk to absolutely nothing. If you have very, very little to go by. I mean, the TED Talks have a lot of stuff in them, but there's at least 50% of the time, there is no potential way that I can think of to establish a comprehensive narrative or like some kind of overarching theme. If there is an overarching theme, it's super easy and very, very fun. But sometimes the TED Talks are a fucking struggle to establish like any kind of like not even normalcy, but just like coherency to it. So the TED Talks are a good example of I've got nothing. It's not even bullshitting because it's not like I've put together my own bullshit because I'm not prepared. It's like I'm presenting someone else's slides and the person I'm presenting dropped the ball, so I'm having to cover for both of us. Like, that's what it feels like. It feels like I'm on a group project and my role for this group project was to present, and I'm looking at the guy whose job it was to build the slide deck, and in my mind I'm thinking to myself, you motherfucker, but I'm having to like save face and try to hold it together. That's what the TED Talks feel like so much of the time. And I still enjoy them. I don't make it sound like they make me unhappy, but God, it is sometimes extremely difficult when you have very little to go by. Whereas if it's a really simple TED Talk and there's more of a coherency, like more of an overlap, then it's not only is it easier, but I think for me it's more enjoyable, probably for you guys too, because then there's like callbacks and there's maybe even dare say like a story being told, you know, at the end of it. Like there's some things tying things together. It's not just a haphazard slap together mishmash of slides with various stock images and the same title over and over again. Oh my gosh. What was the story, Blackbird, can I ask? The Poggy Woggies? You're sick too? Oh, I'm sorry, Johnson. Oh, but you got the stuff on Thursday, right? Do you think you being sick is related to the gallbladder stuff, or is it independent of all that? Can't do food prep. Yeah, I bet you're having to be careful about what you have to eat just because, yeah, the gallbladder thing makes it tricky. I have a couple friends that have had their gallbladders removed, and they said for a while before and after they had to be careful what they ate just because their bodies had to adjust and all that jazz. Thank you for the Poggy Woggies clip, White Flare. Thank you for that, my friend. Yeah. No, I'm feeling good. The COVID was never horrible. It was not good. It was not pleasant. It was definitely bad. It was very not pleasant the first day, especially because I had a really bad fever for about 24 hours. But I'm fully vaccinated and I've had antiviral meds, which helped tremendously. Got those from the doctor the day I got the positive diagnosis. So, like, it was not fun, and the first day was very miserable, but it wasn't horrible. I never once had issues breathing, never once had chest pain, nothing like that, nothing scary. The worst was a fever that was not good. It was like 100.6, I think, so not great. And body aches and just feeling fucky, but that is still mild symptoms in the grand scheme of things, so I can't complain. Got the negative. That's good, Johnson. Yeah, so just a cold. Still not fun. No fevers, yeah. Sinuses and yeah, it's not fun. Shut that real quick. But hope you're able to bounce back, especially because like you've got other health stuff to deal with, so it's like having a cold on top of this other stuff you're having to deal with. It's not a fun time. By the way, we can finally get Ratatouille. Or is there something cool here? Oh, we already have ramen. Now we can't get both. We're 1 point or 2 points. 2 points started getting both of these. We could get Ratatouille, which is a stirred up vegetable dish. Or we can get this thing called roulade, which it's French, so maybe it's rouleau. But it is a pastry, I believe. Created by a teenage boy who was attempting to impress his summertime girlfriend's father so he could continue seeing her in the autumn. Is bored of his summer trysts and moving on from them at summer's end. She was a woman of incredible mind and spirit, able to break through the boy's barriers and instill an undeniable amour fou. Oh, it's a French word. Amour fou in him. Probably a French phrase. Knowing her father disliked him and understood that she was too captivating to settle, the boy bravely invited her father to dine with him as a means to impress him. Couldn't afford meats. Took a long cut of meat, covered in nice seasonings, rolled up, and cooked it. Beautifully infused with the seasonings. Thoroughly impressed only halfway through the meal, the boy and the father became fast friends against all odds, and the father proposed to him in marriage. No, not really. But the boy unrolled the remaining roulade to reveal an engagement ring hidden inside. Much to her father's bafflement, though, the girl declined the boy's offer of marriage, citing that she was only dating him as part of a social experiment, which he had now ruined. The roulade legend continues, however, that the boy and the fathers remained friends for life and attended each other's funerals. Dude, this game's lore is fucking wild. I'm sure that is 100% factually accurate and definitely was not made up at all. Fatty foods will do it though, yeah. Ox bile. Interesting. That's good to know, White Flare. I had never heard about that before. Ox bile. The headache's though, right, Johnson, yeah. Wait, hold on. What's this from White Flare? Oh, right, the story thing. Right. Oh. Her doe eyes won't help. Jesus. Still feel the effect. Been 10 years. Wow. So it's not so much that it takes a while for it to like settle back into normalcy or how it was before. It sounds like the body sometimes is altered by it. I mean, it makes sense because it's an organ being removed. So is it like when you eat certain things, you can kind of feel it? Feel it in the gut a little bit? Just eat soup and just chill. Just vibe out, yeah. It's not an infection. That's good. That's good, yeah. Okay, but not everybody has problems with it. That makes sense. Yeah, I think the friends of mine that have had it removed say that, yeah, it's only when they eat certain things. Crazy love. So it's amour fou. Amour fou. Cool. Thank you, Blackbird. Thanks to Blackbird, I practically speak fluent French now. You learn how to speak a couple words, barely. You're pretty much an expert. I'm gonna go ahead and get the... Now, Blackbird, can you confirm how it's pronounced? Is it roulade? Or it's probably not roulade like Kool-Aid, but roulade or maybe roulade. No fat, no eggs. Ooh, no eggs. Pancakes cause real bad problem. Man, that's a shame. As I love me some eggs, but yeah, they are fatty. Roulade, thank you. Thank you, Blackbird. Gastric bypass, yeah. Wasn't getting broken down fast enough. Gotcha. That was what the problem was, I guess. But it's a polyps, right? Probably wasn't working in. That's a fair point too. You might not notice too much of a difference, and maybe that's like maybe that's the difference for some folks when they have it removed. It has to do with the lead up to why it had to be removed in the first place. Makes sense. Makes sense. By the way, I think I am 1 point shy, 1 tech point shy of my next holding station upgrade. That'd be really cool. I need 4 points. We don't really have to go super weird here. Let's do... I already did the kimchi, I think. This guy, and then I just need 1 point. So I'm gonna do chimkin strips and fried scrimps. That'll do it. But yeah, thankfully I haven't had any issues that I know about with regards to my gallbladder, so I don't think I'll have any need for it to be removed, hopefully. But I mean, these things can obviously, like, complications can happen with age, so I'm not gonna count my blessings. Count my blessings before they hatch, as the phrase goes. That's definitely the saying. Calamari mussels, jalapeno scallions, and shrimp. Cool. Because I know that these things can just crop up suddenly, but I also know that yeah, for the friends of mine that have had issues, and had to have them removed. They were like, there was writing on the wall for a while. It wasn't like it suddenly came up and they were like, man, things were working perfectly before. It was like, oh, okay, well, this was gonna happen eventually. That was actually that was at least how they phrased it. Excellent.
You were the best chef ever.
The best chef ever. Well, I don't mean to brag, but you are objectively correct. One more of those. All popcorn shrimp. All day, every day. Yes, please and thank you. And with the full Monty, you got it, fam. And then here's this thing. Pistachios, almonds, and chocolate dough. Okay. And then something else happens. There's a part 2 to this thing. yeah, exactly, Blackbird. So if that's like, if it's a matter of how the character was written, where it's like, they were going out of the way to make it be like, we're gonna make it very abundantly clear that this person is, or maybe not abundantly clear, we're gonna like make it, try to dress it up like this person might have been excused. Whereas it's like, no, they fucked up, they have anger issues, they need to deal with it. Not try to not try to lowball it, not try to be like, well, the circumstances, it's like, no, this person overreacted. Fuck that person. Gallbladder stones, right. Remove it. Oh, so once it's out, the pill option was, I got you, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Blackbird, that is a pain. Because it's like, they kind of misled you, because it didn't get back to normal from what you sounded, how they described it. Right, yeah. If your liver's fine, you don't just, yeah. But it's a matter of, right, it's a matter, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, there's only so much the liver can do that quickly. It was just a matter of time. Right, that makes perfect sense, Johnson. It was just a matter of, yeah, it was a matter of when, not a matter of whip. I got, if rather. Sorry, I read the word whip. Whip, and then dark chalky, and then blueberries, and then blackberries. Roll it, and then cut 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you cannot cut anymore. So, I took my sweet ass time with that because I knew I could. Because I knew the timer wasn't gonna go down, and I regret nothing. Even though it caused all my chimkins to go bad, but that's okay. Oh, we actually need one more of both. Beep boop. I think I might have fucked that one up a little bit.
Next stop approaching.
So I thought I pressed the scallion button, but now I'm not so sure. Pistachios, almonds, and vanilla. Okay.
Order up.
Yeah, I did fuck that one up, so this is not gonna be a perfect day, but that's okay. I must have, like, just pressed the wrong button thinking that I had gotten it correct, but I had goofed it slightly. The Van Dough, the Vincent Van Dough. This one's ready, so whip, white chalky, raspberries, and strawberries. Oh, here we go. So lemon meringue. Oh, there it is. And then white chalky, and then dark chalky, and then raspberries. Did you want blueberries? Because you're getting it. Okay, they did, yes. Roll it and cut it. I did it in the wrong order, but I think it's okay. We're not gonna have enough room for all these. I think I got all that one. These I still struggle with a little bit, with making sure I get all the deets, but I think we did okay. were nice to me and didn't give me any of the big spicy things. And I could probably stand to have more experience with, to gain more experience with those. Probably gonna be okay. We're probably gonna be good. There we go. And then we got this last one. No problemo. No problemo whatsoever. Only broke out in a medium sweat. Oh, wrong one. Try that again. Yeah, the rest should be okay. Okay, so that'll be the last for this stop. This is the last stop, actually, for this particular day. This guy's cool sunglasses. And his sweater that he's wearing around his shoulders. So snappy. Some kind of inflammation. Yeah, if it just wasn't performing well, then yeah, you might not notice as much of a difference then.
Cook, serve. Okay.
So you're able to write to the... So is it a story that is still being written then, Blackbird, where like the author is taking feedback? I've actually never heard of that before, but the idea of the author being open to feedback and maybe switching things up, not a bad idea. I'm gonna go and do the upgrade right now, because I think I can do it. Holding station. Sha-sha-sha. We got all holding stations good to go. I'm actually gonna go back to South Dakota. There was that one day I was unable to do earlier, and it was because we were short 2 holding stations, and it was a struggle. This time, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think it's possible we could get 9 holding station foods, but probably not. Probably not. Let's do something real easy. Crab legs. Because this is going to be pretty wild. I'm going to do mostly easy things. Speaking of pancakes, let's do that guy. Baguette. Stew is a little bit weird for me sometimes. Pizza slices we could do. Roshka sometimes takes me a minute, but I think we'll be okay for a Roshka. I gotta do something. I can't do stew. I mean, I could, but I gotta do something weird. Let's do pizza slices. Let's make it weird. Make it a little bit interesting. If we like do all easy things, let's not lowball ourselves. Let's at least medium ball. Medium testicles. It's just a blog. Oh, okay, so it's not a published book or anything, so it's still in flux.
A great day for cooking, chef.
One chapter at a time, right? So that then yeah, then viewer or reader feedback could very much be. Oh, that was not brand. That's banana. Could very much be on the docket. Hey, change our course. Oh my god.
We need to change stops.
That was why we had problems from the get-go. Is that we knew that this is gonna be a spicy one. Potatoes and yogurt and broth. Oh, a roast kill. I fucking remember this shit. I remember this being real hard for me. Potatoes is... Oh, for potatoes. That's why. That's why I fucked it up. And then... What else we need? Green papaya salad. Beans, potatoes, carrots, cucumbers, mint flakes is I, and then onions. Cool. Let's go ahead and get some pancakes going. Pancakes is G. Oh boy. It's just gonna be a thing. We're good there. While that is cooking, I'm actually gonna not redeem anything else for a minute so I can make some pizza. Stuffed crust with pesto and cheese and parmesan and anchovies and bacon. What the fuck is this pizza? And pineapple? Pineapple and anchovies? What kind of cursed fucking food crime nonsense is this? Holy moly, that's something else, man. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't want to, shame anybody for their food choices, but that is questionable. I'm like shooketh, as the saying goes. This is a lot, but I think we're okay for a bit. A bit being the heavy lifting word, the heavy lifting phrase. We have to make more of everything pretty soon. The devil's making on the pizza. Pizza to pizza. It's E for pizza slices. Hand tossed queso cheese. Pep, beef, chicken, and bacon. Is going. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm dropping stuff. Shit, that's a shame. I thought I was doing so good. was doing so well. Okay, that's okay. What else do we need? We're gonna need more spaghetti. More muffins. There we go. More pancakes as well. I mean, this was not gonna be a perfect day anyway, so I'm not bothered. Not gonna shit my own ass all over it. Or around it, for that matter. We are gonna need more green papaya salad, so I'm just gonna make it now. Tomatoes, green beans, cucumber, mint flakes, and onion. Ooh. So I had a couple dropped orders. Not my best performance, but not the worst. Let's get more puff puff
Let's do
going.
that again.
I'll actually drop that real quick. What else? What am I at 0 at right now? We got spaghetti, green papaya salad. We need more aroshka. There's chicken, cucumber, egg, potatoes, yogurt brown.
Almost there.
That just ended. And then more Frenchy toasty. So managing a gigantic blob of holding station items is what makes this particular day so spicy. Strawberry. There we go. Strawberry and the full works there. It's nice that French toast is always very consistent. Like pancakes sometimes have
Oh man, Chef.
some
you
switchy
really
some
put
switchy
that one
witchies. They sometimes hit you with the shake-ups, but French toast is always just the same things over and over. I'm actually going to. How many pizza orders do we have?
Ready?
We need more,
We're
so I'm
nearly
gonna go
there.
ahead and kill this real quick, just because we need more. So stuffed crust and pesto cheese and pepperoni sausage bacon and green peppers is G and R. Cool. So the pizza is getting worked. We're gonna need more of other things very soon. Not sure which other things, but this actually might be a fairly chill stop. Not so bad, not so bad at all. Oh boy, this one's gonna be a bit of an experience. Oh, not nanners. Gosh darn it. Or not blueberries, it is nanners. Now they want blueberries, cool. I think I'm going to kill that and make more pizza, actually. Thin and pesto and cheese and parmesan and olives and spinach and... Oh, I fucked up the peppers. That's a shame. Try that one more time. I think I still have time. Alfredo sauce and cheese and parmesan. Hella cheese. Speaking of things that are always consistent, isn't that convenient? What else? Is there anything else? I should remake the aroshka. Yeah, we need a fuck ton of it. It's gonna go bad. So radish, beef, chicken, cucumber, egg, potatoes, broth. Okay, I'll go ahead and serve it. Make more puff puff. What am I? Oh, that's a problem. I need more papaya salad.
Order up.
Huh. Surprised I didn't miss that I dropped that earlier, but we caught it before it became a problem, but still. But now I need more whatever that item was. I kind of don't want to wait until it becomes a problem, but I don't know of another option. Okay, it is spaghetti. Okay, now we got plenty of space though. That's what it was. I had dropped spaghetti, because I knew we could like manage. Whereas green papaya salad takes a little bit more preparationes. Oh, speaking of running out of things, those spaghetti's cooking right now. Yeah, we've had so much experience with pancakes in this game that I knew it would, or not pancakes, spaghetti and pancakes for that matter. I knew it wouldn't be as much of an issue, but aroshka and pizza and papaya salad always take me a second. So that was not a perfect day. I think I dropped 1 or 2 orders. Oh fuck, it was a gold. Well, damn, I thought I fucked something up at one point. I'll be surprised.
Wow, that's pretty darn impressive.
Oh, that was the first chapter. The first chapter was the one with this like very wild and kind of like weirdly explained story element. What are Puff Puff from? I want to say Indonesia. Actually, double check and say it is a fried pastry dish thingy. Bloop. Actually, hold on. Alright, just go back to that one. Probably if I do Fried Fantasy. They're probably on here. Holding station item. That is not. I want to see if I can find. Here it is. Yeah. Oh, I was wrong. It's not. I thought it was like far into Asia. This is actually from Africa, from Nigeria. So fried ball of dough is kind of like donut holes. Sometimes served with coffee. They were originally just called puffs until their popularity spread to urban regions where the name caused confusion for being identical to a certain then popular strain of illicit stimulant. I don't know if this is accurate. This might be made up lore. There's a lot of made up lore in this game. Well-meaning bakery patrons were thrown out for seemingly asking if the establishment sold any illegal substances. Addicts found themselves inadvertently purchasing large quantities of back-alleyed fried dough balls. This can't be real. This led to a surge in popularity for the sweet snack. The second puff was officially added to the name in 1978 to avoid further confusion. I don't believe that's real. But it sounds hilarious, and it sounds delicious. I mean, fucking donut balls, man. Donut holes. Hell yeah. What's not to like? 7 crumb coins to our name, by the way. We can buy something weird. When we have some weird things. Oysters. We already have oysters? We do not. We do have soda floats. Do we have everything else here? We do have everything else. We're getting oysters then. For the rare 2 items we've never bought before. Yeah, it sounds good, White Floret. I'm freaking down. Sounds delicioso. We don't need complexity, we just need a lot of foods added. So we've already done a lot of these things. I'm going to do Rotte Grütze and tiramisu, but I will redo frozen nanners because I don't want to overdo it with complexity. We'll do boba tea and iced Americano. Yeah, we'll do it. I'm going to hold off on iced lattes if I can help it. We'll do Carpaccio. 14-point day is not small. So it's a spicy one. But we'll be okay. I'd have to take a stop to refill my water in a minute. Make sure I'm drinking lots and lots of water because I'm talking a lot, obviously.
Good luck today.
But my voice doesn't feel strained. Like I said, I'm making sure not to overdo it. Not to push myself past the point of sensibility. Sensefulness, sensibilityness. That is enough. Enough of everything. Putting the flowers and the cranberries, no pistachios and almonds in your kir. All right, I'm not gonna judge. Boba and the ice and the fruit. Just fruit? Fruit boba. Yeah, that actually sounds kind of nice. And you want the puddings and the pistachios. You want everything. You want the fucking Cadillac with the kir. Hell yeah. Heck yes, this White
I
Flower.
love watching you work, Chef.
And then strawberry. Close that door, please. Shut the strawberry door. Get the frozen nan. Oops, that's not the frozen nanners. That's tiramisu.
We're nearly there.
Is that a tiramisu frozen banana in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Can it be both? Oh, you don't want pistachios. Well, you got them, so I fucked up that order, but that's okay. This was not going to be a perfect order. Now with some of the weird shit I've thrown into this menu. Weird to see, because lots of kir orders that do not have pistachios. Caviar and kimchi. Wow, that's shockingly easy. I bet like if you fuck up one thing, they get real heckin' mad. Probably one of those.
wasn't too
Strawberry. Close the front door. And another. Strawberry. Bam. Shut that shit. Fuck off. And then tiramisu.
Food truck incoming. Hang on.
Oh, are they gonna... Don't. I know what you're thinking. You motherfuckers. I don't even know what they shot, but I'm mad about it.
Massive
I'm
damage
mad about it, and I'm on the
returning
internet.
Fire.
Fuck them up. Dude, iced Americanos are real easy to make, just like in real life. I can't really speak to like how easy it may or may not be to do them right, but making them in real life is very easy. Like I can't pretend to be like,
We are
well, you
nearing the
see.
next stop.
Oh, you wanted almonds in that, sorry. You see, to do an iced Americano correctly, you know, there's like a super refined technique that involves extra special steps. I can't really speak to that, but if you're just following the steps by the book, it really is super easy. Oysters and the, dude, that is a fucking word. What is that word? Mignette? Something mignette sauce? Mignonette? Mignonnet? So I fucked up a couple of those orders, but that's okay. We had dropped a holding station, that's why. It's Mad Max. That is exactly it. It's a dystopian future where much of the United States has either walled itself off from the rest of the world or has sunk into the ocean. And it really doesn't make mention of other parts of the world. So yeah, it's like a dystopian future. And we had a super successful restaurant that was renowned around the world, but the restaurant got exploded by like a renegade terrorist group. So yeah, there's this undercurrent of, yeah, Mad Max dystopian future. It kind of permeates about the whole game. Whoops, I keep doing that. I keep meaning to bring up. Oh, it's because I want to say B for bananas. B for banan. Oh, I fucked that up. I'm sorry. I meant to do TGL and I did the L first and it prevented me from doing anything else, which is kind of stupid, honestly. Like, why can't I just move the lettuce and put other things down? But the game said, nah, not an option, fam. Pineapple and lettuce. Yeah, you put the lettuce down first and it lets you do nothing else. It's very persnickety, so it's not going to be a perfect order. Oh, this, right, sorry. That starts to go bad real quick. Because the espresso goes flat. That's what makes, if anything makes iced Americanos, or really any iced espresso beverage. Oh, fruit. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I fucked it up. I was too busy trying to explain things. If anything makes really any kind of espresso beverage, but especially like an iced Americano tricky, the only thing that would make it tricky is that espresso, when it comes from a machine, especially, it goes flat very quickly. So iced Americano would be, yeah, just a cup of ice and then espresso. Make sure you pour in that espresso shot real quickly after it's ready, because if it goes flat, then you can really tell the difference. So that's why I dropped that one order, because I underestimated how quickly it would go bad. B for bananas, yeah, it made so much sense to me.
Really great work, Chef. I'm proud of you.
I think we have enough to actually go to the end. I will continue with the rest of the levels we have unlocked, but we could just fast track to the next level if we wanted to. Now, time-wise, I think we're, like, as far as, like, number of hours in the game, I think we're approaching the halfway point across all the streams we've done in this game. But from a level perspective, we're not quite to the halfway point yet. But I think once we unlock all the foods, which is actually getting pretty close to happening, relatively speaking at least, we'll start to, like, go a lot quicker, because we'll have learned everything that there is, or have seen everything that there is, so it's a matter of just getting more familiar. I suspect that's what will happen, probably. We could do a bunch of new things. I'm a little bit hesitant to buy the special order pizza. This is gonna have a lot of special orders. That makes me a little bit scared, a little bit afraid. I think I might go ahead and buy the Eggs Benedict though, because if we do that, that's our only holding station item. That's actually not too bad. Excuse me. That still gives us room to buy baked hot wings, as I keep hiccuping constantly. So I'm gonna do that. Eggs Benedict. Bam. Add it to the menu. Whoops. And then we're gonna add baked hot wings. I don't know how baked hot wings will differ too much from traditional hot wings, the trad hot wings. We could get both, but I'm gonna start with smaller fish, so to speak. Already did Kheer. I will add. Let's do. I'm kind of hesitant to do both corn chip pie and stadium nachos. We'll do just corn chip pie for now. We're hesitant to do them both. I will do cereal. We have room. I gotta do the marshmallows as well. We're actually gonna be over the minimum of points, which is fine. We do Kheer again. If I go and do stadium nachos, maybe it's not as bad as I think it'll be. I'm worried if I put traditional hot wings on here, it's gonna fuck me up real good. We'll do fried chicken. We already did fried chicken earlier, but it was either that or Kheer. Burritos are actually very cool in this game, but they're kind of complicated. So because there's so many special order items, if there were fewer, I would have put burritos, but they scare me a little bit with this
You
many.
do the cooking?
It'd be very
I'll do the
complicated.
driving.
We'll do burritos next time, Blackbird. The burrito Blackbird experience. Poach some eggs. Gonna make a bunch more. Did I do too many? Nope. We can do exactly 2 and no more. No more, no less. Okay, so sour cream jalapenos. Jalapenos. Wow, eggs Benedict are super easy to make. There's got to be more to it. There's no way that's it. I refuse to believe this. Like when the orders come in, you can't just hit the control button. Gonna be some specializaciones. Here we go. Yeah, biscuit, bacon, ham, Canadian bacon, eggs, hollandaise, chives, but not rosemary. Chives and not rosemary. Yes, I'm seeing a pattern here. Oh, but it's not always the same. Oh boy, that's gonna be hard. This is gonna be weird. Chives is C. Cool. I'm gonna drop some orders, but it's probably okay. Oh, eggs, holidays, chives. I'm sorry. I fucked up. Man, this is actually harder than I thought it was going to be. That's what she said. Oh, she wants everything? Oh, God. This is really hard. Wowie, wowie. Yeah, this was a questionable decision on my part. But we're learning. There's quite a lot of variants of this particular dish that I was not prepared for. But trial by fire, we're gonna learn this shit because we have no other choice but to learn it. Because it is the only thing they can order
Ready for the next stop?
beyond like this first series of special order things. Like the special order things that first pop in, that's the only time it deviates. Otherwise, oh, that's the wrong sauce. We're gonna not be happy about that. Yep, sorry, bud. That was crappy on my part. So spices and then teriyaki is T. What's the tangy? Tangy is Y. It's not so bad then. Egg, bacon, cheese. Oh my fucking god, I screwed that up. All right, that's fine. R for rosemary, yes. Oh, I think I fucked that up. Oh god, what's Canadian bacon? Yeah, there it is, there it is. I fucked it up. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Yeah, that fucked up. Yeah, lots of orders getting dropped. Jesus, this is a lot. Oh heck. Oh my Jesus. Like nothing has like a small number. They all have a lot of things and I'm still dropping them. God damn. There we go. Whew. That's probably the easiest one out of all of them. Good lord, this is rough. We have 40 orders. I think I'm gonna go and call it now. We're gonna have to redo this day. Picking Eggs Benedict was a horrible idea, because they are extremely involved. Having 40 orders of Eggs Benedict, Beggs Benedict, is way too much. A cute for Kissa, there it is. So this is probably gonna thrash us pretty good. If I can get a bronze medal, I'll feel good, but I already don't feel good. This is already a lot. Ooh, buddy. Spices and hot sauces H. Tangy sauces Y, we already know
Here's the
that.
next stop.
At least that's going well. Extreme Fires E. Sour cream and the beans. Put some beans on it. Chili and cheese and jalapenos. Eggs hollandaise, chives. Blueberry. All right, now it's gonna be all these from here on out. I'm still gonna fuck up a lot of orders, unfortunately. Jesus. Even if you were a master of this game, I just have no idea how anybody could just click the buttons fast enough and like understand the prompts quickly enough and download them into your brain. It is hard. Oh my god. Fuck. What? Oh, I'm pressing H for hollandaise. It's O for hollandaise. That's why they were getting pissed. That explains it. Now I feel like less of a dumbass. Oh, fuck, I did it again. Yep, that explains it. Oh, I fucked that up still. Jesus. I think I'm gonna go ahead and quit this day. There's just no way. There is absolutely no way for us to get a medal out of that. I think we probably dropped about 30 orders there. There was just no way. I'm just gonna mercy kill it. I'm actually surprised. Eggs Benedict only being a 3. Man, I would at least rate that a 4 personally. That's a really hard one. I think it's like learning all the shortcuts takes some getting used to. Man, if that's your only thing, that's your only holding station item. Man, that's gonna be awful. It's gonna be real rough. So yeah, I would probably call that a 4 myself. If not just because every single order has like a minimum of 5 ingredients. So there's no options for like a quick one. It's always gonna take a few seconds. So yeah, that's a rough one. They're very labor intensive, yeah. Yeah, lots and lots of variants. The page of a fan website. Fan website. Oh, you mean like for cooking them IRL? Probably not again, Blackbird or Meerkat. It must be storming where you're at. We've had a lot of rain today, but no storms, thankfully. Four varieties. Oh, for the game. Oh, for the game, that is. Okay. So yeah, if you just look at the number, that's a good point. You just need to memorize the sets. I think the thing is, yeah, what I could probably do is I could grind it out and learn, yeah, like you said, I kind of have everything memorized. But I I think I'm gonna change up the menu though, because I don't know if I have the mental capacity to do that right now, at least. So we're gonna make things easier for everybody, and opt for a more chill path. We actually already did chilly earlier. Let's do something still kind of complicated though. I don't want to make it too easy for ourselves. Seafood boil is a little bit tricky. Only a little bit though. Like seafood boil is actually not so bad once you learn that there's two basic like subdivisions. There's like two major different kinds of variations, and then there's like sub variations within those two, but it really comes down to what flavor of crab they want, and that kind of sets you on your course. Shit kind of requires a machine. I think like if I were to try it like 2 or 3 more times, I think we'd eventually start to get it, but I think that'd probably be kind of boring. So right there, blue crab, not red crab, but blue crab. But then the rest of it is pretty freaking, I don't know if they always win everything else. But yeah, corn, crawfish, PUH. In fact, I'm just gonna go ahead, let's do a quick experiment. So blue crab, and then I just ignore the rest of the prompts. And they want red crab, and then everything else. So that is what, I think a tier 2. Whereas the thing we were playing with earlier, 4 breasts, we know how this person feels about certain parts of the anatomy. So the previous round we were doing was something that was 1 category higher, and yet that shit was real hard. Also, the wings, the what are those? The baked wings. The baked wings were supposed to be equally as difficult as Eggs Benedict, but I don't know, man. I posit that those Eggs Benedict were quite involved, much more so than I would think for a rating 3 item.
There.
But you know what? That's just how it goes, because each person is different. Some people might feel that Eggs Benedict is actually not so bad in this game, and then other people might struggle with lasagna, whereas I find lasagna is an extremely easy... Oh, I fucked that up. That's a shame. I always think egg is this button. I pressed the wrong one. Yeah, I feel like lasagna is super easy in this game because I've made it a bunch in the previous games in the series, the previous Cooks Are Delicious games. So for me, lasagna and tiramisu are like super easy, but to someone who's maybe never played this game before or the series before, it would steal those prompts and be like, holy fuck, this is at least a tier 3. But it's really easy once you get that first muscle memory down. And once you get the first muscle memory down in one of the games, you pretty much have it for all the games. It is really that simple. So for me, yeah, the Eggs Benedict was like, this is bananas, but to others, they might be like, well, they, you know, maybe they unlocked it earlier, so they've had more experience with it, and they go, it's really not too bad, and it probably isn't, in the grand scheme of things.
We're almost there.
All thighs to save the lives. Save that. Spices and Parmesan is R. This one's gonna be the sausage, cheese, and croissant. There we go. We have enough of the seafood boil, I think. Do we have enough? Yes, we do. Boop, boop. Oh, use the shortcut keys, Wifler. That's a very valid strat too. I could probably set up those kinds of macros in mine if I wanted to. I don't have the wherewithal for it. It would take time to set up, and I wouldn't want to mess with that on stream. And of course, if I did set it up off stream, I'd have to like undo whatever I do, because inevitably, I would eventually want to do other orders, and red crab. You know, I'll make other foods, so I'd have to, whatever I would set up would have to be temporary anyway. I mean, I guess that's not true. I guess I could just leave the macros and only use them for that one particular food the whole way through, but still. Gosh. Chocolate and milk, and then mine is gonna be cheese. Oh, right, that's why. Ooh, just did the nick of time. Tangy sauce.
No problem, chef.
We have enough. As this whole crowd just shuffles past. Alright, silver medal. Not too bad. But yeah, I guess you could just keep the macros there the whole time and just not use it for anything else, but then
Great job
I've
today,
not
Chef.
learned the secrets. You know, I haven't learned it. So if I'm in a situation where I do disable the hotkeys and they come up again, then I've got a problem. Learn the combos, yeah. A lot of it is learning and just getting muscle memory and gaining familiarity. But the other part of it is freeballing it and just trying your best. But yeah, it does get tough. It does get tough sometimes. Macros could be against the spirit. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the dev would say what, you know, they would say like, you know, play the game however you want. But I personally wouldn't really enjoy using that myself. Part won't be on. Oh, I'm sorry, Meerkat. It must be really much, you must have some really crappy weather where you're at. It's been raining all day here, but I think it did stop a couple hours ago. Teach an AI. We were talking not too long ago about, you know, the kind of person that plays Smash Brothers Melee for thousands of hours. They play Minecraft for thousands of hours. They play chess for thousands. The kind of person that just fucking, they devour a specific game and become world famous experts. I want to see a world-class Cook Super Delicious 3 gamer have like a 900 point menu and just fucking badass that shit. I want to have them have the setup I had with the Eggs Benedict thing and just watch them crush it and feel like an inferior gamer as a result of their gigantic prowess. Yeah, the developer, because I follow the developer on Twitter, and he seems like the kind of guy that is like very chill. He's not going to be like, no, you have to play the game a certain way. He seems like a pretty cool dude, so I don't think he would be a prick about anything. So the highest we can go is 2. Oh, I lied. We can actually do some 3s. This is going to be a lot, and we need a lot of points. So if I do all 2s, that'll only get us up to 8. And if I do 2s here, that'll get us up to another 8. So that would do it. You know, we did talk about burritos, and you know what? I said to Blackbird, I said, you know what I said? I looked at Blackbird and I said with my mouth, I said to Blackbird, you know what I said? I said burrito time. I didn't say it exactly like that, but I implied it. Actually, I lied. Burrito time is canceled, or on hold. Cause, well, no, we can still, you know what? Fuck that. We can still do burrito time. We can do breakfast burrito. Let's do regular burrito. Where's regular burrito? Here it is. But then I'm also gonna do fish. And then I'm gonna do blancmange and boiled eggs. No, boiled eggs. Yes, we redeemed it. We brought it back around. We turned the beat around. We do brisket. Then we can do escargot with Pierre escargot. Then we'll also do eggplant. Plant parm. Oh, I lied. We need 2 more points. It's a not ridiculous 2-pointer. Chimichangas. Good old Jimmy Changa. James Changa. Empanadas? Oh, I should have put empanadas on the menu. Serious question. I've got a serious answer for you, Blackbird. I'm always serious.
All right, chef. Show me what you got.
An Americano and a regular coffee. The taste difference. That's a very good question. That is like, and I don't know if I have a very good answer for it because I haven't had an Americano in a long fucking time. Not a huge Americano guy, honestly. I would rather have drip coffee or a latte. But the reason for the Americano's existence is that Americans, specifically Americans, can't handle bluefin. Beet. That it? All right, cool. Mahi mahi, bam. Is that Americans can't handle espresso just straight. We needed something to water it down. That's it. Oh, I need to make more things, by the way. Oh, except, never mind, it's ready. Never mind. Queso, guac, and sour cream. Cool. Chimichanga and queso, guac, and sour cream. Great. Chimichanga, queso, guac, and I'm seeing a pattern here. All right, chimichanga by itself. Cool. This is PBIA. So yeah, the story goes, I think it was in World War II. American soldiers stationed in Italy would like go to their cafes and in the morning and they'd be like, hey man, I would love some coffee. And at that time at least, I don't think drip coffee was really a standard anywhere. So you go to a place like Italy and you ask, hey, can I get a coffee? They would understand that to mean, all right, here's some fucking espresso, which is real condensed and a little spicy. You know, not actually spicy, but like very strong. And the American soldiers would be like, oh my god, this is too strong for me. I can't drink this. So they would call it, whenever an American customer would order a coffee or an espresso, they would water it down. Specifically for Americans, hence why it's called Americano. Fire sauce is I, and then wrapped in foil. Cool. And meats, and then onions, and then rice is that, and then tomatoes, and lettuce. Uh-oh. Oh, I think I fucked that up real bad. Oh, I'm dropping a bunch of orders. Okay. Yeah, burritos are tough, but I think I've got a handle on what went wrong there.
That went well. I bet you'll do even better next time.
But the question of how it would taste is a very good question. Because, yeah, I haven't had an Americano in like...
Incoming food truck.
Oh, here they come. Don't, please, have mercy. Okay, well, that's actually not the worst thing. Ground meat and oil, and then ground meat and then oil, and then oil and eggplant. Lots of oil, apparently. That's what we're all about.
We are nearing
Salmon.
the next stop.
Salmon. Because, yeah, drip coffee is not very strong and not very, like, condensed. Fire sauce is I, which makes perfect sense, obviously. Meat and pinto beans and onions and corn chips and brown rice and potato and guac is you. Ooh. Oh gosh. That is really tough trying to juggle. I don't have enough stuff. Trying to juggle the meats, the demands of the meats with the burritos and everything else. Oh, it's gonna be 6. Oh, not that one. 6. There it is. Oh, heard a noise. That's a noise that I like, and it involves very beautiful people doing very attractive things. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't have complete proof that that's exactly what's happening right now, but I'm pretty sure. Is there anything else I should make? I think we're actually all set. Just lots of apple pie. Lots of warm apple pie. Get a mop and a bucket. That's a whap. That's a warm apple pie. That's definitely what the song means. Guac and sour cream. You got it, fam. Not my... This has been a bit of a rough one, but I think we'll still squeak by with a silver medal, probably. That's Mr. Wu, by the way. Wu has been involved in not 1, but 2 raids on this fine day. And the man is an absolute... He's a madman, but the good kind of madman. And he's a freaking homie. Thank you, my friend, for that raid. Wu, how was your stream? Wu popped in earlier. He was part of a raid from your friend and mine. From your friend and mine, it was random... Oh gosh, hold on. What was this person's screen name? Random Bystander. That's right. Yeah, Random Bystander was the raid. And Wu was part of that raid and was part of the reason why it happened. But then Wu said, you know what, let's do that again. But except I'm gonna be even more involved in making that raid happen. Because yeah, Wu was the one who suggested me as the raid target for the Random Bystander raid, which was very nice. That one. Always takes a second. This one's gonna be bluefin, and this one's gonna be chicken fajitas, chicken fajitas, which is definitely how you pronounce that word. Chicken, and then black beans, and then onions, and corn chips, and brown rice. Oh, my... there it is. Oh, gosh. I didn't even know that those were burning. I have my volume set real low. No wonder. Black beans is A, onions, corn chip, white rice is R, and then, oh, cheese, and then tomatoes and lettuce, then guac. That was not guacamole. There we go. I need to turn my volume up. I had no idea those orders were burning. Then I saw it and I was like, how did I not hear that? Yeah, I turned my volume down too low for the TED Talk and I forgot to bring it back up. No fucking wonder. Stuff was getting dropped underneath me. There's actually a pretty good chance we were not gonna get a medal. We might have to struggle and do this over again, but that's okay. We might still get a bronze. We might squeak by with a bronze. Oh, I didn't really mean to do that, but sure, that's fine. We need more chimichangas up in this. Dump those. Okay. So, now that that's all squared away, let's get caught up on chat. Oh, I fucked up oh, I picked the wrong kind of egg. That's what it was. Alright, chimichanga, red sauce, guac, and sour cream. And then chimichanga, queso. Alright, cool. Let's just get caught up on chat here. Was that the last? Yeah, we did get a bronze. I was like, I wasn't sure we were going to get a bronze. We dropped a lot of orders. Gonna turn that volume back up.
All right, Chef. Well, we'll call that a test run. And
Yeah, 9 orders. That's a lot. That's a lot of dropped orders.
You know what that wasn't a test run of, though? My love.
The espresso is much more bitter. Probably bitter and probably just strong. I mean, I haven't drank just a shot of espresso. I don't think I've ever done that. I've never had like an espresso cup and just go bloop. Because other people, like in parts of Europe, that's super normal. Just espresso and just a little shot and they're done. Wide variety of flavor. Correct, yeah. You've looked at some pro player content, Meerkat, for this game? I bet it's fucking nutty. Yeah. So White Flare says, yeah, pour water using gravity. You pack it tight. Yeah, so it's super condensed. And then you water it back down. It's less acidic. That makes sense. Yeah, especially over ice. Especially over ice. Thank you, August, for the shout out for our friend, Mr. Woo, doing some Stardew. The old Woo Stardew. Woo, do you have any like clips or screenshots you want to share of your farm you're working on? Or just any information about how tonight went? Because I know you've been doing some Stardew pretty recently. I think that was what you were playing a week or two ago as well. Thank you, Marauder. Thank you, Fubi. Thank you, everyone, for joining in from the raid. Woo's a good lad. He's a fellow variety man, and a gentleman and a scholar. And he's got a great juicy ass, and there's really not enough nice things I can say about him. Especially about his juicy ass. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. Plays a lot of cool games. Got a really cool voice. Has cool stories to share about the places he's lived and his life outside of games and streaming. He's a cool dude. Yeah, Bystander was cool. He's a good guy. Chicken Vegitas. That's definitely how you'd pronounce it. No, mother, it's just the Northern Lights. Whisk is the better waifu. I think I'm inclined to agree, Meerkat. She's like the cheerful, happy, bubbly one, right? Because that is the correct choice. It was a good stream, though. Ooh. Oh, wait, no, that was one of my clips, right? Hold on. What exactly did I say? Hold on. Now I'm questioning my sanity because I didn't think what I said was that funny. But I'm thinking if it was clipped, maybe what I said was really fucky. Hold, was that an XGF raid? An XGF and Po' Boy? You kidding me? Hold on, what did I say? Said to my supervisor, yeah, and this. What did I say previously? I've never once said to my supervisor, yeah, and the way I wrote this function is very poggy woggies, fam. It's lit for real, on God, dab. I've never done that. I've never. Okay, that is correct. I've never done that. Thank you, Alex. That's below me. Does that mean I'm the? Does that mean I'm on top? Does that mean I'm the? Does that mean I'm the sloppy toppy? Being that I'm up here. Yeah. No, it was a conversation about like being at work and actually dropping Twitch-isms when you're talking to somebody in real life or like at work and getting weird looks at people when you say, yeah, man, that document wrote was real poggers. And then the other person's like, please go outside and touch grass. Oh my fucking God. The other person's like, oh my God, please live a life outside of the internet. But that's not as fun. I'd rather live my life inside the internet with my friends, XGF and Po' Boy, doing some Final Fantasy XIV. Fantastic. Are you both getting into it for the first time, or are you seasoned players? Because I can't remember if you're some of my Final Fantasy XIV homies. Because I have a number of homies that play the fuck out of that game. I will confess I've actually never played it myself, so I don't have much to offer, but I've heard the game is really something special. Heard it was a good time. Thank you again to Woo. That means we got 3 raids in very quick succession. Woo hitting us with the raid, and then the double raid from XGF and just and Po Boy, my 2 friends, 3 friends, including Woo. So I really appreciate you guys. Thank you, Elgaso. The shoutouts for all our buddies. Elgaso sniping the shoutouts like a boss. I need to unmute the game, by the way. I realized I forgot to unmute before I closed the volume mixer. Boop. There we go. We're playing some Cooks of Delicious. It is a Cooks of Delicious 3 specifically. It is a game where you play as a chef who is on a renegade food truck in a dystopian Mad Max landscape, and you're dishing out food, you're taking orders, and you're cooking them, you're serving them. They're delicious, hence the name. And you get to formulate your own menu with each day. And it's very fun, but gets hectic and quite challenging sometimes. Not just as I'm on top, just as I've always wanted to be. When people say LOL or LOL, yeah. It doesn't happen nearly as much nowadays. I very rarely, especially outside of people that I know that are on Twitch or stream themselves or on YouTube. Yeah, that kind of thing happens very infrequently. And I think that's why I'm able to escape it, because I've never once described something as poggers or yeah, bro, that's real PogChamp, or wow, that's real, or I don't know, what are some other, or holy shit, not like this, you know, and do the hand thing. It's never happened, and I think it's because the people that I talk to on a regular basis don't drop those phrases. But we do type them, you know, we do emote them, so it still counts. Your first Final Fantasy XIV experience, Po Boy. Are you hooked, or do you think you need a little bit more time to have its teeth sunk into you, or for you to sink your teeth into it, I suppose? Because yeah, I have a couple friends where that's one of their main games. They love it, and I'm extremely picky about MMOs, but it sounds pretty cool. So I'm a little bit afraid to try it. Between you and me, I'm a little bit like, something I'm a little bit embarrassed to admit, but I'm a little bit nervous because I'm worried that if I do try it, I'll be hooked and there's no, and that's like, I'm never gonna play any other game. I'm worried that that'll fucking ruin me. So yeah, so XGF is very much a Final Fantasy XIV. I'm trying to think if we know anybody else kind of in our group of streamers and homies. Like, I don't think I've seen GV play it or express interest, but kind of like ESO, I think he's kind of picky about those kinds of games. Not sure about Plex Channel. I feel like there's probably somebody else, maybe Puddlebutts, I can't remember. There's somebody else in our group. That shit is hype, yo. Lit dog, I'm down, home slice. Yeah, it's good to drop phrases that are explicitly like 8 years old. I was talking to Gracie not too long ago, and I think it was last week, and I was telling her how, well, yeah, back in the day, saying things like lit, it's lit fam, like that was like really cool. And now the Zoomers don't really say that. Gen Z doesn't really say lit fam, lit or fam as much, but millennials do. So it's kind of progressed up in age. And she seemed kind of bothered by that assertion. She's like, no, cool people still say lit and fam, like it was threatening to her identity. And I was like, I didn't like try to correct her. I was like, well, maybe you're right, maybe you're right. But in my mind, I'm like, I don't know. I have yet to see somebody with the fucking Zoomer perm do with the hand thing and say for real on God fam or for real on God lit. They never say that shit. So I'm convinced it is aged out of the youngins, and now it's us oldens. Just need some more time. Got V Rising. V Rising in 7 days. Oh, I got you right, because that came out 1 or 2 days ago, I think. For expansion, damn. So yes, you got a lot of stuff to juggle, a lot of games in your future. Risk opening the fridge. Ooh. If there's other stuff that's questionable, Meerkat, I would say leave it. Well, actually, no. Well, if there's other stuff that you're worried about that you want to not spoil, I wouldn't risk it. But if there's stuff you don't really care about, or if your fridge is mostly empty, then I would say it's probably fine. It's a matter of what do you risk losing by going for the milk. Okay, still, it's still not too far off though. Doesn't seem very lit, fam. Yeah. How do you do, fellow kids? Yeah, I can tell you, for those of you who've not hit 30 yet, and I don't want to like, I don't want to dox anyone's intel, anyone's personal information. But knowing what I know about some of the people in the chat, you're probably right there with me. But for those of you who have not already hit your 30s, there will be that moment where you look around and you're like, oh wow, yeah, I'm not young or hip anymore. Like, you're not old, but you're definitely not young anymore. And you are on the outside of lingo and not the inside, you know. You're learning about it after the fact. A lot of us are probably already there, but some of us, you're probably in the know better than I am. But that distance will only get widened as time goes on. Every minute the door is open, yeah. I mean, you would probably be real quick. You wouldn't leave it open for a minute. You'd probably go, and then, you know, close it real quick. But still, I guess that's the thing, though. They said power be back on at like 3 a.m. your time. So I don't know what your time zone you're in, Meerkat, but that's maybe 3 to 4 hours. So maybe it actually wouldn't be too bad. But I'm just thinking, if it's like a 12-hour, 24-hour question mark, we don't know, then that could get a little scary, a little scurry. I used to be with it, yeah. Yes. And now it is scary. 1 a.m. so 2 hours is actually not too bad. You know what? Maybe you'll be okay, Meerkat. So long as they didn't screw you, as long as they didn't give you the old razzle dazzle, and that it will indeed be back on in a couple of hours. As long as they did not mislead you, my friend. We don't have enough Chrome coins for anything new to the menu, so I cannot add risotto, nor can I add euros. But what I can do, oh my god, 17 points. We need some spicy things then. Let's start up here, I suppose. We could do deluxe nachos, which are pretty not easy. Let's do oatmeal. Let's do chicken tikka masala, which is not too bad, I don't think. Let's do a bunch of ones. We haven't done dongo yet. We'll do a bunch of these. I haven't done ceviche today yet. We did gelato. We've not done bunny chow. Oh, this is the special orders. We could do milkshakes. Should I do milkshakes? 4 is kind of spicy. We need to do something. I need to do a 3. I could do the tofu. The tofu is actually... sure, I'll do the tofu. Oh, I don't have it. Never mind. I thought... Really? I don't have this? Oh. I have a different kind of tofu then. Okay. Yeah, we need to do... We can do a salad. Let's do milkshakes. It'll be fine. It'll be... How bad could it be? What's the worst that could happen? I light everything on fire and then we all die. Come on. Don't be dramatic. It's fine. 30-year-olds keep up with them pretty well. It's probably easier nowadays than it was 10, 20 years ago, because at least those of us in the audience 30 years and older, we hear the things that like Gen Z or even younger. I guess even Gen Z is probably well into their 20s now, so whatever the word to describe the generation that comes after Gen Z, Gen A-Amers, maybe, if the way the alphabet works, like a fucking Google spreadsheet or Excel spreadsheet. But anyway, we watch the YouTube videos, we see the streams, we see the like footage of people of those generations talking to each other and amongst themselves. So we at least hear them kind of secondhand, and that at least gives us exposure. We may not know what it is, but we at least get exposed to it, as opposed to, you know, you're in your 40s, your 13-year-old, your teenage kids come home from school, and they start spouting off with words you've never heard before, and you've never heard them in like 13 years or however long it's been since you were last kind of in the know with the youth, with today's youth. So it's less of an all-at-once thing and more gradual. It's not as closed off. Everything's online. Yeah. Yep. So you're exposed to a lot. Yeah. Gen Alpha. That's actually, I like that phrase. Where here we're getting into Greek alphabet geriatric. Would you freeze everything instead of setting it on fire? I think in this game, instead of it burninating to death, if you like let the timer go, is that it would melt. So instead of it being a little fire icon, it would be a chill icon. And if we run out of time, it would imply that it didn't burn, but it melted, and it wasn't chilled anymore. Geriatric millennial. There's a really cool stand-up comedian. Her name is Eliza Schlesinger, if I'm pronouncing her last name correctly. Schlesinger. And she's done a lot of really cool stand-up specials, but she'd made one a couple years ago called Elder Millennial, because now she's like in her mid-30s, I think, but at the time she had just turned 30. And millennials, I want to say, are somewhere in the birth years between like 85 to 95 or something like that. So she was like right on the tail end, like the upper end of being considered a millennial in the traditional sense of the word. And so yeah, that's what she described as the feeling of being considered a relatively young professional in this group that everyone calls millennials and everyone says is the worst and is the reason for restaurants going away and nobody fucking avocado toast and all that whole bullshit. You know, they're the punching bag in a lot of ways. We are the punching bag in a lot of ways. So she was like, she's part of this generation, but also separate from it in some ways because she's a lot old, not a lot, but kind of on the tail end of it. So had some interesting observations to make. Yeah, it's the milk. Yeah, milkshake, from milkshake into milk. Just Google the phrases. Yeah, that is a valid strat, honestly. I've done that many times. I would Google it. That was how I first learned about
We're almost there.
and then other ingredients on top. Oh yeah, there we go. That was how I first learned about NFTs. Was being like, what is all this? And instead of just like waiting for someone to tell me or like, you know, to find it in the wild, I was like, I'm just gonna Google this shit and try to understand it. And it didn't make me feel good, but I got learnt, for better or for worse. Mix, cool. Ice in the milk, and then chocolate scoop, and then cover that shit. Cool. This is a little bit tricky, but I think we're gonna be all right. Probably. The icing on that bad boy. Just the cinnamon cranberry. Smack, smack. Alright, we got a little bit spicy there, but we held it together. No dropped items yet. But don't worry, the night is young. There's plenty of times for me to fuck things up yet.
Food truck.
No, don't need any more of the Monsieur. We need more some chicken tikka. Oh boy. They fucking did it. They fucking did it to me, didn't they?
Oh, now
Coriander and turmeric. Turning fire, please. Please murder the entire bloodline. That'd be great. Thank you very much. Avocado mint flakes is yes it is. Pepper, shrimp, tomatoes mix. Celery, mint flakes, tomatoes, shrimp, mix. Cool. Hopefully I did that right. They killed not one but two of my goddamn holding stations, but we're actually hanging in there, so thankfully this is not a super ridiculous stop. It's cool. Not a super ridiculous stop. Oatmeal. And oh, that's gonna be not good. I'm actually gonna go ahead and kill this one and make some more chicken tikka, I think. Coriander and turmeric. Chucky. Oh, I think. Oh, no, it's okay. That's okay. We rescued it. Mint and then cover.
Ready? We're nearly there.
Oh, I fucked. They didn't want onions. I fucked it up. It's okay. Banana, vanilla, and cover. Strawberry and chocolate and cover. Don't forget the covers, otherwise it'll make a mess. Hopefully I'm correct and it's just assuming I can just turn off my brain and just press all the buttons. Hopefully that is correct. Oh, I did drop an order earlier, so that's not terribly surprising. Let's make some more dango. Yes, and please and thank you. I need to make... What else do we need? More of this thing.
We got this, chef.
Almonds is L. Need more of those dango. Those dang old dango. In fact, there they are. There they go, rather. So this is not going to be a perfect day, but we'll still, I think, get a silver medal, probably. Need more of this. Whoops, not that. This. Uh-oh. Oh, that was close to being bad. We got a second chance for some of those. Almonds is L. We have one more stop.
I bet you'll do even
Chicken and cream and all the above, please. Cumin, red chili, and turmeric. What is this word? Kasumarethi? Kasumarethi. I've never heard of that word before. It's a spice, I'm assuming. Sounds quite nice. And then hard candy. That is quite milkshake. My goodness. Oh, I fucked that up somehow. That's embarrassing. Oh, I forgot to cover it, I think. That might have been it. Oh, I need more of these things. You know, I keep that thing on me. There we go. Oh, cranberry, not. Whoops, I screwed that up a little bit. That's okay. We do not need more dongo. There, yeah, almonds is being L. Always kind of blows me up a little bit. Oh, out of oatmeal, by the way. Whoops. The rest of them we got them. Yeah, used to. Oh, yeah, the only way you would learn about those terms was like asking children directly or asking your own kids. And, you know, if you were lucky, they might tell you. Otherwise, they might be like, yeah, they might just tell you to kindly to fuck off. As kindly as possible, at least. We need more dongo, of course. And don't we need dongo? Let's get more of this. Unfortunately, those 2 holding stations we lost mean we are constantly behind the 8 ball. Like we're never gonna have all things needed, so it's always gonna be a little bit spicy. Oh, is that correct? That was not correct. That's okay, so it's a slightly not perfect. Chocolate carbits. I guess chocolate caramel is what they mean. Uh-oh. Oh, fuck. Okay, so I did screw up 2 of those milkshakes. That's okay. I need more of this thing. The Monsieur. Oh, we need more dongo as well. I think we need a lot of that, actually. Wanna do it. Berry. Almonds. Oh, we need more chicken tikka. Let's do that instead. There we go. Didn't even notice that we were nearing the end of that one. Whoops, almost dropped that one. And that's gonna be the last one for this day, actually, not just for the stop, but that'll close it out. Milk time, boys. That implies that milk time is exhausting, which, I mean, depending on the context, is not incorrect.
Not bad.
Have a good night again, Woo. Thank you for being at least 90% of 2 raids tonight. He raided us himself, and then also encouraged a streamer buddy of his to raid us. So it was thanks to Woo that 2 raids happened tonight, and we're freaking grateful for that. What a bro. Just all sleepies. Good stuff. What's up, Whale?
I never asked.
Oh, cutscene.
What's with the photo?
Oh, that's my old crew from the Blue War. I was their driver. I used to get lost all the time. They'd call me funny names like Worthless Whisk.
Hilarious.
Whisk?
Yeah.
Whisk, that doesn't sound very funny
This photo right here.
at all.
No, it was funny because I'd get lost and then they'd yell at me and then they'd call me that name and yeah, no, it's
There's us,
really
by the
funny.
way.
I deserved it.
That was me Monday night.
So,
Fucking dead to the world.
Hey, do you know what you want to do after we get to Nashville?
I don't know. Might be nice to go back to my hometown in New Orleans and settle down. It'd be good to be somewhere familiar again.
Hey, maybe we can stop by your hometown on our way to Nashville.
Really?
Of course, provided we don't get lost.
Ah, right.
That's not going to happen, though. Expert navigation skills. New territory. Military trucks and transports pouring out from the south. Serve some great food there. Wow. So we didn't go very far, but a little south to Oklahoma. But anyway, yeah. No, we're feeling alright. We're feeling alright. Yeah. Monday was... I was just saying, like, how Monday was not a good time because that was when I was running a fever, but it was only a single day, so it's not so bad. And I'm probably going to stream for another half an hour or so. And then after that stream ends, I'm going to but swallow my final round of antiviral meds. So we were definitely on the mend. It was kind of a not great week, kind of an unpleasant week, but we're feeling a lot better and we're on the up and up. We can only get better from here on out. It's good to see you, Whale. So Kasuri Methi, okay. So it's a spice, I'm guessing. Yeah, it's any spice, very nice. Cool, that is helpful, White Flare. See, now we know. I will eat the meds. Actually, I think they specifically say don't chew them. Don't like eat, like chew them up and swallow them. You have to swallow them whole. You would think most people know that, but they are they're not like capsules. They are tablets, but they're obviously meant to be ingested entirely. Ingested in one fell swoop. So, and there's 3 of them, and they're pretty large, honestly. But I know I've like observed people just take a handful of pills, like especially if there's like pills they're used to taking all the time, like once a day pills. If there's several they need to take, they'll just grab all of them at once, and just take one sip of water and just take all of them. It's like, goddamn, that is. I don't think my throat has enough capacity for that shit. We're almost level 30, by the way. Almost in our 30s. I don't chew the soup, but I eat it all, so it makes sense. It counts. Can't afford creme brulee. Actually, can't afford any of these things. Kind of curious about whole cakes. That sounds kind of like it could be kind of neat. We just need 6 foods. Nothing super crazy. Let's go sopapillas. Oh, let's do jambalaya too. How bad could it be? We've done ceviche, we did chicken Kiev. Let's do fresh fish, fruit salad, and we just did Kringle. We'll do bananas Foster again, that's fine. You do that, Meerkat? I'm impressed. I do not have the throatal capacity for it. Mercifully, I've yet to enter into a stage of my life where I need to take regular meds. It's only a matter of time before I do. But so far, I only take meds if they're prescribed, or if it's like for, like something over the counter. I don't have any regular recurring prescriptions yet. But maybe if that were to start happening, I would like start to gain enough familiarity and comfort where I could just go for that. Augusta says, I believe your throat's capacity. Well, thank you, Augusta. I'm glad somebody does. You can do it without water. Wow, that's impressive. I guess I've never tried without water, but like these things are quite large. I mean, I don't want to show them necessarily, but they're pretty large. It'd be one thing if it's like an ibuprofen. Some of them are teensy tiny, so those are probably not an issue. But these are what, 300 milligram? It's 150 milligram. So it totals up to 300. Here gets us. I got the Thrusy. Gargle peanut butter. Oh, because of the Thrusy muscles, the Thrussels, if you will. Thrussels. They're actually Thrussel sprouts. They're not supposed. It's like that episode of Futurama, man. Just take this pill. I can't swallow that. Good news, it's a suppository. Spitters are for quitters. Jesus. Meerkat's out here throwing around the weight of his Thrusy.
Welcome to Love County in the sunny south of Oklahoma.
Throwing around the weight of his Thrusy, trying to show us all up, make us feel inferior to his thruscular capacity.
Off from the rest of the country in 2031, the U.S. decided to heavily arm its side of the border to discourage Texas from trying anything.
You know, this reminds me of the Blue War. Did I ever tell you, this is a great story, about this time I unscrewed the arms off of a robot?
Oh my god.
And so its last memory before it closed its eyes forever was of me beating it with its own arms.
Cleaver, you're hilarious.
You're
And
right.
terrifying.
That's horrifying. Cleaver, why? Why would you tell me that?
What? It's a good story. And they're
It is
not
a good
around
story.
to tell it anymore.
Because of you.
Yeah. Thank you. Because of me.
Good story. That was a good story time. We need more of those, honestly. It's like a reward for making it this far in the story. So we just saw a demonstration of why I still stand by the fact that Whisk is the proper waifu choice, but Cleaver has
Chicken and servant.
has like an air of violence about her that is very much going to be some people's cup of tea, and I respect that. I fear it a little bit, but I do respect it. Meow. We need one more of each. This is actually gonna be a pretty busy day. As far as days go, it's gonna be a pretty busy one. This is actually the final stop, though. Bluefin, and then THB, and then season, and that's it. Yep, cool. Red Snapper, THB, season. Red Snapper R, THB, season. Cool. Wow, I can't believe I caught all those. I thought for sure I was gonna drop something, but I think we gonna be alright. Yeah, I thought for sure something was gonna get dropped along the way. The only thing getting dropped is a thick-ass fucking... I mean, is a deuce getting dropped in the toilet after the 3 minutes. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna be that gross. I would never say something gross on a live stream. Especially my own live stream. This is a sacred, wholesome place. Alright, I'm not gonna defile it with my own debauchery. Thrussels of the cat. That's what I was thinking about too, Augusto. It's like Thrussels sounds like a place I would see on a map of Europe. A map of Europe. Thrussels
Oh,
of the capital of
wow.
Threlgium.
I didn't know you had it in you, Chef.
I did, and I've never been prouder.
Gargle Mercury, Meerkat. I'm not even gonna question what manner of throatular maladies you've acquired over the years by gargling mercury. Texas wasn't part of the US? Correct, White Flare. I can show you. I can show you geographic evidence of Texas just removing themselves from the Union. So you see how there's just this outline? It's not because Texas is extra special and like deserves being highlighted. It's because they walled themselves off. They built like a gigantic wall around every part of the border, and just they just do not interact with the rest of the world anymore. You'll also notice that parts of Washington State and Oregon, or I guess just Oregon specifically, has just sunk into the ocean, and how parts of the East Coast have also been shredded and frayed. Same with, well, actually, maybe this is okay, but yeah, the landscape has been a little bit affected by geopolitical happenings. Whisk is a better waifu. She would be my preferred choice if this was an alternate universe where my choice was Rotterdam. Cleaver, I would be more afraid of Cleaver than I would be romantically inclined, but for some people, fear and romantic interest are hand in hand. Waifu them both? I mean, if you have to choose, but waifu them both is probably the based answer, honestly. Oh, really? Whitefly, I've not heard about this. Is it? I'm guessing it's probably fairly recent. Friendly competition of who could eat one of the ice cream. Oh my god. Oh my god. Please tell me, Meerkat, the bone did not go down. Please tell me you did not bone your own Thrussie. Tell me it was a boneless Thrussie experience, please. Because that is impressive, but also terrifying. Your Thrussie muscles could fucking... what's it called? What's it called when you like remove the leaves of a piece of corn Shuck corn, is that the word? I have 4 crumb coins. Oh, oh, you know what? I didn't read the words ice cream. I read that too quickly. Yeah. Ice cream drumstick. Swallow the whole thing. That is pretty impressive. It's just a bummer because you weren't able to savor the taste. It was just down the hatch. World's best hot dog shooter? Oh my god. Meerkat, please tell me you know about the hot dog shooter. It was a full multi-sensory, at minimum, multi-sensory experience. Get some new stuff in here, by the way. We can do sashimi, souffle, small custom subs. I'm kind of feeling the souffle. And that to the menu. Our first souffle ever. Hell yes. Let's do pie slices. Let's do... we don't need to overdo, do we? We do the fingies. We could do the stuffed artichokes. And we could do sausage and sauerkraut. Nice and normal and well-balanced menu. Eat a hot dog that fast? Yeah. I think the consummation, the consumption is one thing, but being able to expel it at will sometimes. I mean, there was one of them where yeah, he took in 3 and shot out 2. That was impressive, but other than that one instance, the most he could do was shoot out 1 at a time. I assume once I go a certain distance in, there's no reaching in to grab him out again. Like the part where he's going like, we're gonna go, I think when he's doing that, when he's going like, we're gonna go viral with this one, I don't think he's just doing that with his hands. I think he's like shaking maybe like extra moisture off the bag or something. Maybe he doesn't want them too wet.
All right,
Maybe
chef.
maybe extra
Tell me when
moist
you're done.
wieners irritate the thrussie. Millionaire pie with the whip and everything. Millionaire pie made with real millionaires. Well, said made with real wieners. I mean, maybe the wieners are involved. I don't know. If everything else accounted for. Souffle, our first one, raspberry batter. And then there's gonna be more to it, obviously. I'm trying to think if I've ever had souffle. I honestly do not know. Creme in Angeles. That's it. Wow, that's shockingly simple for a tier 3 item.
Keep up the good work.
It must be like super easy to fuck up. Cranberry is gonna be R, and then whipped topping. You got it. Cranberry pie. Then crust, and then pecan, and that is truly it. Oh, that is peach. I fucked it up. Try that again. Crust, and then peach is P. We already know that, and then covered. Boop.
Ready? We're nearly there.
Okay. And the coffee batter. Okay, it's because they're... Oh, not chocolate. All right, well, you're getting chocolate. Sorry about that, bud. Butterscotch batter is going to be B, right? Yes. Yes, it will be.
Cooking and serving.
Vanilla batter, of course. And this is going to be cinnamon batter. Cinnamon is N. Powdered sugar. S. Raspberry. Ooh, wow, they go bad real quick. Oh, I fucked that one up. So I dropped a couple orders there. So yeah, the shortcuts are pretty persnickety. And if you fuck up one thing, it becomes a bad order. So it's not, there's very little room for error. But once you get the hang of it, it's probably not so bad. But getting the hang of it is the part that takes time. Learn the shortcuts.
We are nearing the next stop.
Is that gonna do it? That will indeed do it. Cool. So cheesy batter. C. C door. Then vanilla. Actually gonna take some time in between these. Butterscotch is B. Yes, it is. Then this one's gonna be chocolate. Bam. And then that one's gonna be that one. The angel one. Syrup. There we go.
We got this, chef.
Chocolate syrup, you got it, of course. Same thing for you, bud. And then say raspberry syrup. Raspberry on raspberry. A little bit of the old R&R. Gotta have the doggos lubricated. The glizzies lubricated. The lubed up glizz. Lemon meringue, and then the whip. Whip it good. That'll do it, right? That'll be just enough. That will be not just enough. Okay, one more. Chocolate batter is H. Pistachio is P. This is gonna be a lot. Pistachio is P. Pistachio is piss. You heard it correct. You heard me right the first time. Oh, I fucked that up. Yeah, I started that way too early. Sorry about that. Coffee is F. Oh, I screwed that one up too. I'm sorry. Chocolate powder C. There it is. Powdered sugar is S. Oh god, everyone's sad. Everyone's sag. Yeah, it's a real tight timer, so you have to be very, very observant, and it's easy to drop it. Silver? Oh, bronze, that's a shame. Room temperature, yes, when
Great job today,
HobCon
Chef.
2070 happens, at my, you know, we'll say modest amount of channel growth over the past couple years or so, and interpolating that for decade-long trends, in a couple short 20, 30, 40 years when HobbitCon happens, and yes, we'll make sure to have the Glizzy contest pop off accordingly. Out of curiosity, what do I need to shoot for? I probably need to go for silvers, but how many silvers do I need? 20. It's actually not as bad as the previous day, or the previous area. Now, I don't know if I ever really paid attention to what that indicator means. Impatient oh, that's why. That's why the timer was extra aggressive. It's because the customers are extra impatient. Souffle is very touchy. That makes sense. It's probably part of their nature is like very pleasant and poofy pastry crust and whatnot, but like probably very temperamental. Getting pretty tired there. Yeah, I'm probably gonna wrap up in about 10 minutes. We'll probably do another day or two and see where that gets us. Can't afford anything new, so we're gonna have to do some oldies but goodies. Let's do some ribs. Let's do some roast beef. And speaking of glizzies, let's get the hot dogs in honor of the hot dog shooter. I think it makes perfect sense. Just need 2 points. So the rest of this is actually gonna be none too bad. There's something that somebody else called out at one point. But I don't see it on here. We haven't done borscht in a minute. Let's do some borscht and let's do some chicken fried meats. 11-point menu, not too bad. Oh, empanadas. We'll do empanadas for the next one, White Flare. I think I have them. I don't think I've yet to buy them. I think I do have them. And the nut. One of your friends does a convention thing and 4 people show up.
Good to see you, Chef.
Like, is it an act? I'm guessing it's like just to meet up with some friends, that kind of thing. But like, people travel for it. That's actually kind of cool. The idea of just doing like a real chill meet up with some homies. That sounds kind of fun. Especially if it's people that don't live near you, and it's like a kind of a special thing to plan around. It sounds neat. Cabbage, carrots, beets, celery, and tomato paste. Cabbage, beets, bay leaf, garlic, and tomato paste. Steak. Chicken. And cabbage, carrots, beets, celery, and tomato paste. Cool. There we go. Steak and gravy, and chicken and gravy, and premium and cheese. Relish. Whoops. Alright. Oh boy. Premium bun, and then premium and cheese. Then roasted queso and top bun. Oh boy. Whoops. Almost. Ooh, this is real. This is a real heckin' thing, isn't it? Oh my gosh. They weren't kidding when they were saying impatient customers. You gotta go real fast. There we go. Oh, I fucked that up. Oh, I fucked that up too. Ooh, this is really tough. All right, lots of dropped orders, lots of goofs
Nicely
there.
done, chef.
However, this next stop should be a lot easier. So that second stop was spiciest.
Next stop approaching.
But the third one should be a lot easier. I can tell already because we already have enough things cooked, which was not expected at all. Oops. Gotta have to do these things. There we go. And the ribs, the rib orderers are extra impatient. So that was stop number 3. That was a lot better. But yeah, stop 2 is pretty rough. Oh, we're not done. Oh, I thought that was it. Okay. I miscounted. It said 3 stops. That was the 3rd stop. I thought. Bitch, you thought. Which I did think. Chicken and oil, steak and oil. Not so bad. Chicken and gravy. And let me guess, steak and gravy. Okay. Beep boop. I hear that noise in my sleep. So many ribs, oh my god. Ribs on ribs and ribs on ribs. Okay, we actually got the perfect stop out of that one. Silver medal, maybe? It was a silver medal, nice. The Glizzy Gobbler.
Good. Not terrible.
Oh, the dude that we were saying earlier, yeah. Yeah, I refer to him as the hot dog shooter just because that's what he calls himself, and I think it's the video's title, but if there are other ways to describe that man, Glizzy Gobbler is an accurate way to do it. Or like Glizzy Launcher or something, because he gobbles, but there's the second part of the equation, where there's an ejection that occurs as well. Also, powers back on very suddenly, very good. Some country fried steak sounds good. Well, I haven't had country fried steak in fucking years. I've never had a really great country fried steak. I've never been, like, had it awful, but it's never something I've really craved before.